in alive.
What?
Armadillo, we can't bring him in alive.
Why's that?
If we take him in, the only thing he has to deal is us. Look, I don't like it, but this bastard has to go, Vic. Jail won't slow him down. You tried reasoning with him. I'm not going to lose my job so some kid-raping piece of shit can bargain down his sentence, make me his bunkmate.
Motherfucker, I'm a criminal. Ain't nobody giving me no fucking job.
How come you don't believe you so bad? How do I know, man? Hey, my mom's over there. I'm gonna scream.
I'm gonna blow you away, Tip.
Hey, that's not real.
You've never seen anything so real.
You told Doberman you sold that ass, didn't you? I had to. I got busted last month. I never had a chance.
Kid who tells on another kid is a dick.
Jesus Christ, for God's sake, man. Fucking get away. Don't...
Goodbye, Narc.
I took you in. Nobody! Showed you how the system works, the value of information, how to get it. This is how you fucking pay me back, you cockroach. I gave you Darien. I gave you your manhood. I gave you everything. You could have been one of the great ones, buddy. I look at you, and I see myself.
Everybody gotta get it crazy with it. Blow your face out, baby.
It's Christmas music time. Whoa, Earl, way to end that quick, huh?
That just fell out of the sky.
How you doing there, Lead Thumb?
I am not Little Hands of Concrete. Well, on that one I was, yes.
That was hideous.
Yeah.
Quite hideous. All right, it is the Ron and Fez show. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. I'm Ron, there's Fez.
Hiya, buddy.
As you just heard, we're having a lot of trouble with Earl this past week or so. Fainty's back, Earl?
No, not at all. I feel great.
So we brought Mikey Boy in to do a lot of his work for him. Earl has some best ofs coming up because, it's Christmas. Panicked. We put up the MB signal that we put up in the sky. On comes Mikey Boy. How you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good.
Mikey Boy from ronfez.net. I guess you're on every board right now, right?
I think so, yeah, just about.
Give me a little feedback right now. How is board gossip going over?
It might have run its course. People really were into it at first, and now it's kind of less interest than there was before.
It's so funny how quickly we can burn things out. I got my first anti-Big A thing after we went and ran with that too long the other day.
I think I sent that one. That was from me. I'm not going to be sitting around going, Big A.
How are you feeling today, Fez? You're a little cranky, Fez, on Friday. You're happy, Fez, today?
I'm going to try to be happy, Fez, yes. Yeah. I'm going to do my best to put on a happy face.
Well, why yell at me over it? Why not just be happy?
Oh, yeah. Talking about being happy came off a little cranky.
Yeah, you should be. Your Bucks are on their way to the Super Bowl.
Not
Wait
even
a minute,
close.
What year is this?
Yeah, this is 2006.
See, I thought it was 03.
Yeah.
I thought it was the 03 team. So everything cool with you, Mikey Boy? Everything happening? Mm-hmm. I know we got a big party coming up with ronfez.net.
Yep, December 16th, Calico Jacks. The party starts at 9. You can buy a wristband for $30 to get all you can drink, beer, wine, and mixed drinks. And decks from 9 to midnight, and then party is going to go on after that.
Instead of wristband, Fezzy, I'm going to go armband and make it like a 70s metal thing.
Oh, okay. Just make a statement with that, I guess.
Make it look like I'm a drummer in a 70s metal band. What's up there, Eastside?
Just speaking of ronfez.net, I spied something kind of interesting on ronfez.net I'd like to share.
Little board gossip?
Mini one.
Mini board gossip.
Dazzle dazzle. It's board gossip.
What do you got for us?
Okay, on ronfez.net, Sheepy and I, this is from ADF.
All right, yeah, you and Sheepy go online together? Now, Mikey Boy, do you even know what he's talking about before we even start this?
I actually don't.
So this is like 60 Minutes in the old days. So is this something that Mikey Boy's going to be uncomfortable with, or I'm going to be uncomfortable with?
You, Fez, might be uncomfortable with this one. A little bit, yeah.
Right. Oh, okay, I do know what this is.
All right, so what? Set up the premise here.
Okay. This is a thing I spy on ronfez.net from
Has
ADF.
the cold got to you? Because the face is like red like a thermometer today.
His whole head is chapped.
We can actually keep the thermometer just by looking at him.
I got windburn today on my walk from Astoria to the subway station. So that's why my fucking...
Normally you get ball slapped, but this is different.
From ADF, he explains, Sheepy and I were at the 5th Avenue Apple store, killing time until Randy got into the city, and Sheepy spots some guy who looks like Fez. We debated for several minutes as to whether or not it actually was Fez.
Where's this at? I'm already confused.
The Apple Store.
Oh, the Apple Store.
This is at the Apple Store. And they see some guy who looks like Fez, but finally they came to the conclusion that it was not Fez, but just some guy who kind of looked like him. He goes on to write, because of his somewhat disheveled nature and the confused look upon his face as he was wandering about the technology, we labeled him Homeless Fez. Our goal was to get close to him in order for me to take a surreptitious picture of Homeless Fez with my camera phone in order to show Fez his doppelganger. Doppelganger is a person who...
Don't fucking have to explain things to me. I understand German, you prick.
All right, after a couple...
Acting like your vocabulary's better than mine.
After a couple of minutes of finagling about...
Your doppelganger, Ronald McDonald.
After a couple minutes of finagling about, we finally got close enough.
Hold on. Let me get back to this while you're wandering on in character.
Okay.
They go out, they see a homeless guy who looks like Fez, right?
Exactly.
And he's all crazy looking.
Yes.
All right, fine.
Disheveled, confused.
Could he fucking write this bit any longer and more boring?
So after a couple minutes of finagling about, we finally got close enough, only to have Homeless Fez turn into the real Fez when he recognized us. I miss Homeless Fez, signed ADF.
All right, I'm trying to understand this. Fez, you were out looking all disheveled and crazy on the streets in New York?
I don't recall ever looking crazy and disheveled and homeless looking on the streets of New York. I was at the Apple Store on 5th Avenue in Manhattan and saw Sheepy and ADF there.
Were you confused?
I was just looking around the place. I had never been in the Apple Store before.
Did you have all your belongings in a paper bag? They make it sound like you're Daniel Johnston and I'm your dad and I have to worry about you wandering around acting crazy in public.
You know, I don't know where this comes from with this ADF. I don't understand this at all. You know, he tried to pull this thing on me at the Apple Store.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you this, ADF, it didn't get a laugh then either. I noticed Sheepy was uncomfortable. I didn't acknowledge your comment. And I don't get why you would post this on ronfez.net.
Well, he thought it was important information to impart.
And has anyone seen ADF? If you want to start pointing out disheveled and homeless looking, the man, I mean, talk about disheveled. The guy is an unkept bed.
Now you're rambling like one of those crazy people in the street.
I am not rambling. And I was in jeans, I was in a regular shirt and a nice jacket.
Were you talking to yourself, though?
No.
That's what ADF was saying. You were something about muttering to yourself.
I don't know. He's trying to get some attention here. You know what? I've had it with this guy. I have had it with ADF. And I'll tell you, here's my response to that post on ronfez.net. Put this in your board gossip.
Okay.
I will not be at ADF's party for Randy this week.
Razzle dazzle!
Thank you.
Page 6.
Thank you for making up my mind for me. Thank you for helping me to RSVP.
You had already said that you were going, and you were considering dinner with him beforehand.
Yeah, I said Friday in the air I'd be at the party. But forget it. No, I'm done. I am done. It's not, you know, he didn't get a laugh then. I don't know what he thinks he's trying to do. I don't know why he thinks posting this on ronfez.net is some hilarious thing where he's going to, you know, all of a sudden, oh, Fez looked homeless. It makes no sense.
He said something about it didn't look like you showered, which is what my spies tell me.
Have you seen the grease in his hair? My God, it's at $60 a barrel. That stuff's going for.
That's not true.
It is so. Have you seen his greasy hair?
I don't know. You two are in this strange razzle-dazzle fight that I know. What were you muttering to yourself as?
I was not. I was shopping. I was at the Apple Store looking around, and I see these two yahoos giggling like schoolgirls, behind a couple of displays.
Let me ask you this, because I know it's winter. Were you layering your clothing again?
I had on a nice overshirt and a T-shirt underneath with a jacket on top of all that.
ADF told me he was wearing gloves that didn't match, Mr. B. Which
were you really?
I was not even wearing gloves.
All right, here's what I hate about this, Mikey boy. It's hard enough to get Fezzy to come out of the house. Now when he does, it's like his worst nightmare. People are talking about him.
Yeah, why should I be social? People want me to be social? Fuck all of you.
All right.
Fuck all of you.
Come on.
Because here's what happens when I leave the house, Ron.
I understand that. Are you mad for real?
Yeah, now
okay.
Happy Fez is gone. He got a, let's see.
This is so bad because I had a really good joke. But I don't want you to, go back and feeling okay.
Yeah, Happy Fez got a 12-minute reprieve. He got to walk the grounds like Hinckley for 12 minutes, and he's back in.
Don't compare yourself with Hinckley. That's a problem for crazy people.
This ADF is an asshole. Let's face some facts. He always has been, he always will be.
Didn't he touch your chicken or something one time?
Yeah, one time we were out at Bar 9, I had ordered some chicken tenders, and he starts twirling his finger right above my dipping sauces and above my chicken finger. I mean, just, a half an inch above everything. Acting like that's funny. I don't know where the sense of humor comes from.
He likes to needle you.
He must have been abused as a child.
Oh, well, we all were. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
I know he was never shampooed as a child.
All right, because his hair's greasy.
It's beyond greasy. The Valdez didn't spill that much.
I don't even know what you mean. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Fezzy, you're going to go on O&A's homeless shopping spree.
Oh, see, now you got that reputation.
Here's how it starts.
All right, Tippy. Tippy and Tappy are going out to go shopping.
No, because you know what? I won't be on the homeless shopping spree because I'm not leaving my house again.
Why don't you shop online? when you want to buy things?
I'm going to just have to. I can't, I got to worry about this. I got to worry about that I can't walk into the Apple store. I never been there before. I just wanted to check it out. I'm not allowed to do that.
We had Sheepy coming in on Friday.
That may be canceled.
No.
Yes.
Pulling the plug on poor Sheepy?
The Sheepy appearance is canceled, and I am not going to that shitfest birthday party either.
What about RonFez.net party, Christmas party on Saturday 16th? ADF's going to be there.
I can ban him.
Whoa!
I'll accept that offer, Mikey boy.
That's why Mikey Boy's the best.
He really is.
Earl, look over. You see what a producer acts like?
Have you banned anyone, Earl?
No, I've never banned anyone.
Or did you go wandering around with that guy from the Hard Rock, putting us into another uncomfortable break?
No, I mean,
that was Earl. I remember.
Yeah, that was Earl.
I remember.
That was definitely me. Yes.
Oh, look who it is, Fezzy. Sheepy.
Hey guys. The way he explained
Which one are you, Mutt or Jeff?
Now here's the thing, Sheepy. While you're calling Fez homeless, I remember what you looked like when we met you.
No, I wasn't calling him homeless. I can explain the story.
You look like a homeless Muppet when we met you.
You're well dressed now, but when we met you, you were the layered king.
I know. I don't know what I was doing, and I'm still not that good at dressing. But I can. It was the way he explained it sounded a lot meaner. Because the way I saw it is, I saw Fez. I go, hey, that's Fez. He goes, no, that's not Fez. And I put the fear of doubt in my head. I didn't want to go running up to a stranger and being like, hey, Fez. And then...
Now, why would you not think that it's Fez? You see Fez every time you come in here.
Yeah, how unrecognizable am I?
What was he wearing? Newspapers around his feet?
No.
He convinced me that it wasn't you. But I was like, but that looks exactly like that is Fez. And,
he's looking at the world through giant windshields he calls glasses. Of course he's not going to be able to tell if it's me or not.
Fezzy, are you cranky from sleeping on the church steps?
I did not sleep on the church steps.
And you guys still labeled the real Fez. You labeled him homeless Fez.
No,
yeah, I know. That's wise ass. It is kind of mean, because Fez does worry about leaving his apartment.
I don't like to go out.
The post exactly after that, after he posted it, I put it, for the record, I didn't call him homeless Fez.
That's nice, Fezzy. Can you please unban Sheepy? Who's like a son to us.
While people were making fun of making laughs in the thread, I posted...
All right, now he went and said that. This is why he won't read online either.
So he posts this, and now there's a huge thread behind it?
That was the thread that you wanted all this time. It's homeless Fez. You got your thread.
What's that mean, Dave?
Well, Fez wanted a thread of support on RonFez.net or any of the websites.
I don't remember that.
I've never asked for a support thread. I've never even heard of a support thread.
An appreciation thread.
Retard.
And I think all the threads like Fez better.
RonFez.net used to.
Yeah.
Now Mr. ADF has to attack him. Homeless Fez?
It's when we walked up and Fez finally noticed us, I was like, oh great, it is Fez. And then I was like, okay, wow, we weren't sure if it was you or not. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, we totally thought you were homeless. Like,
who said that? ADF?
ADF said it. And you saw how I just looked at him?
Did you give him the glare?
Oh, yeah. I don't think he saw it because I was right in front of his face, so I doubt if Magoo was able to pick up on it.
All right, let's not attack each other's eyesight, because that's something people can't help.
The film on the glasses is dripping off the hair.
And then when the thread showed up, I was just like, oh no, there's no reason to, like, it's kind of like this, we told the story afterwards. There was a party for Solera at
Why would you guys write something mean about Fez though? I mean, Dave did read it off, and it did sound like, you know, Fez was wandering around like a homeless person,
disheveled and confused.
And I just, Sheepy, maybe you know this better than me. Where the hell does ADF get a superior attitude from?
Yeah.
Where does that come from, that he thinks he can talk down other people?
But by the way, Fez,
remember me all the time.
Remember when my chick called to check on you the other night?
Uh-huh.
That was after reading this. She goes, I'm just going to call and check on Fez to see if he's feeling okay, because and I'm like, you know, when she talks, I'm just hearing, you know, I don't know what she's saying. So I'm like, huh? So later she goes, well, he's fine. I'm going, what are you fucking bringing this up to me? She goes, I just read something around Fez.net, and I thought maybe his meds were off. So I don't fucking pay any attention.
Oh.
And so then ADF and Sheepy go to the party and start holding court with this story, which is story, which is totally made up in your heads.
No, the way I told the story is just the way I re-explained to people, I was like, so we saw this guy that we thought was Fez, and then we followed him around.
You were right. Your nightmare. You were the object of every conversation after that.
And could I have been more nice to you guys? You guys are giggling like schoolgirls, hiding behind the Apple computers, afraid to come over to me. And I went and said, "Oh, hey, Sheepy, how you guys doing?"
Know.
All right, hold on, Sheepy. We got to find out whether you're banned or not from the show on Friday, because I thought he was coming in. Fez, maybe this whole thing will just blow over. Hello, Fred. Fred, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
I'm riding down on Fifth Avenue over the weekend, and Fez is sitting out there with a coffee cup, and then he comes over and washes my windshield. What's going on?
Fezzy, don't go out and start wiping people's windshields down.
I'm not a squeegee man, and you know it, Fred.
Here's Joe. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez. Maybe that'll be the end of it. Hey, Joe.
Buddies, I got some extra newspaper if you want to keep warm, Fezzy.
All right, see? This is what I worried about, Fez. You with a reputation.
And I was not dressed any worse than when I come to work, you know?
Did you have a Glad bag?
Oh, see?
A2, Mikey boy.
At 2. You know what is really weird is, like, every time you see a homeless guy, they're always doing Shakespeare runoffs. That is so weird. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys, I just want to say, Fez, I'm really upset that Opie jumped on your cake.
See?
It wasn't me.
I wish you didn't have this reputation.
Yes, I wish I hadn't left the house.
Can I vouch for Fez? I've been to his home. So he is not homeless.
We didn't need you to come running in and say, like he needed that to be brought up.
I just want people to understand he has a residence.
You all right, brother?
Yeah, just got a little pain there.
Everything getting to you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Take a little break back. Do not add to this.
Okay.
Everyone knows I have a home. That goes without explanation.
It just seemed like there was some confusion with some of the callers.
It's one of the greasers here, the blind greaser, who's putting stories in people's heads and posting them online. Like he's got something over me. I saw Fez in a store. This is what goes on in his miserable life? That he has to brag about this thing?
Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, you guys are great, man. Just wondering, do you have a PayPal account set up? I can donate some money to the Homeless Fez Fund.
All right, now you got a reputation. And I hate to say it, Fez, but now it looks like it's Ron and the homeless guy kind of makes me look bad. I'm trying to sell this show as the Tiffany of radio shows.
Ron, this if anyone stops and looks at the source of this story, they're going to...
They never do. That's the problem with the rumor.
I would love to put a picture of me side by side with ADF on there and just guess which one's homeless.
You should get the professional spin people that Michael Richards has working for him. Because now, you hear the term Michael Richards, all you think, racist. Fez?
Homeless.
See? That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for homo, where we used to have it.
I don't care for either one of those.
All right, Mikey boy, are you going to Randy's party?
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
I can't go without Fez. I had every plan on going. Dave, you were going?
I was going to go, but I might have to stick up for Fez. I can't let them call him a bum.
Is ADF going, or is he too busy scaring crows out of the cornfield? The way he looks.
Because he's a scarecrow?
Yes, that guy is a skinny scarecrow.
All right. See, now these attacks, Fez, seem desperate. Instead of you being able to say this is a ridiculous story, you're sinking to his level, name-calling.
All I know is last time I saw him, Ichabod Crane, the Headless Horseman was chasing him.
I don't get I don't get the references. What does it mean?
He looks like Ichabod Crane.
Okay.
A scarecrow.
All right. Here's Ichabod Crane was not a scarecrow.
He looks like a scarecrow and Ichabod Crane both.
This sounds like the ramblings of a homeless person right now. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, I was just going to say, why the hell is everyone jumping down his case when he needs to get out more? Doesn't make sense.
Exactly. That was the point. We just did a show the other day. Fez, get out more. Get out in the world. Nobody's looking at you. The minute you go shopping on your own, you're walking around muttering, trying to get change, people have to fucking write this up.
I'm not panhandling. It's not me. Goggles Paisano couldn't see me across the room and thought I was a homeless person.
He's Italian?
No, I don't think so. He's from California.
Pain in the ass.
So you're really mad for real?
Yes, I'm totally mad. I wasn't thrilled when I saw him and his snickering to himself in the Apple store.
Oddly enough, that's a good impression you just did. Kirby, you're in Ron and Fez.
We thought you were homeless.
Hey, I saw Lady Di and Fez walking out of a liquor store with a fifth of Seagrams and a sixer of Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Don't be like that, Fez. Please.
I'm not with Lady Di.
That's the first step. Is acknowledging that you're homeless.
No, it's not. I don't know why Sheepy hangs out with that guy.
All right, so you're not blaming Sheepy, right?
No, I'm not blaming Sheepy.
Sheepy.
Hey.
You're not being blamed.
I just want to tell Fez that I thought it was really awesome to see him, and I was really happy to see him, and I didn't...
Why are you spreading rumors about him, though? Looking at homeless and talking to him.
I wasn't continuing the rumor, honestly. I was just telling people that I saw you, and I said it was so great. I even told Melissa, and Melissa was like, does he miss me? And I said, with every cent in his body.
What's that mean, every cent? Like he stinks? Like he's a homeless stinker?
No, stint.
Oh, every stint.
Leave my heart problems out of this.
Call her back and say it's all went bad now.
I'm going to have to as soon as...
And then say that you brought her name up during the bad feelings.
I'm sorry.
Why do you hang out with ADF? You're 10 times better than him as a person.
That's what Sheepy keeps telling Randy. All right, we'll see you on Friday, Sheepy.
Okay, I'll see you. I love you guys. Bye.
All right, it's an uncomfortable day to say love.
Okay, feel better.
All right, move on.
Sheepy and I saw Fez in the Apple store.
Is that an impression?
Yes, it is, and it sounds just like ADF. I'm wearing my glasses. I can't find my glasses. I'll never find my way out of this building.
Now, the thing is, the only problem is you wouldn't be saying all this stuff if he didn't hurt your feelings first.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So I don't think that you feel any of those things. This is just you attacking back.
I totally feel it. If he can call me homeless,
I can call him blind.
All right, Dave, let me go to Earl. And I'm going to call you Dave from now on, Earl. Or Anti-Dave. What have you decided? You going to the party or not this Friday?
No, I'm not going. I'm going to support Fez. You don't insult Fez at all. I mean, the man's making an effort, and you got shit on. That's bullshit.
Literally shit on.
My problem is this. One of the restaurants was Mario Batali's that they were going to. And I really was planning a nice night out. But I can't be the only non-support team member.
Yeah, I mean, look how you hurt the man's feelings. I mean, the guy made a genuine effort just to get out of the house and do things.
Why don't you do this, Earl? Next time you say ADF, just walk up, don't even say a word, and faint on him.
I'm not
really hard.
I'm not going to drop all my weight on him and knock him down like a ton of bricks.
I don't know why Earl fell on me. I couldn't, he was right there in front of me the whole time. I couldn't even see him. I don't know where he was at.
Eric, you're Ron and Fez.
Could someone push the menu closer to my face? I can't read it.
Hey, Ronnie, how you doing?
Good.
Just want a new refrigerator. I want to ask Fez where I should send the box.
Don't sleep in a box, Fezzy.
I am not going to sleep in a box. You don't have to worry about that. I have a home. I'm not homeless. I dress fine.
I'm going to have one of the welfare workers go over and just check everything out.
I'm not in some sort of denim Planet Hollywood jacket like ADF was that night. From 20 years ago.
These references are too odd. They're too odd. Nobody knows him. And you're doing denim jokes and a weird little voice and blind jokes. Nobody knows who you're talking about.
Here's my point. If ADF would look in the mirror, he's got no right to, if he could see a mirror from where he's standing, he's got no right to make any comments on anyone else's appearance.
Well, I'm sure this whole thing's going to blow over. I'm sure everybody will forget about it. Mike, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hello, boys.
Yeah.
Listen, can you please ask Fez to stay out of the ATM lobbies? It makes me a little nervous to go in to use the machine at nighttime.
But he's cold. And that's where he keeps his warm socks.
I'm not in the ATM lobbies. I'm not the guy handing out deposit slips and everything else that the homeless guy's in there. Does anyone need a pen?
I don't even know what you're talking about now.
That's what the homeless guys do in those ATM lobbies.
Oh, you know so much about them.
Yes, because I have an ATM card, not because I'm homeless.
Could I say it, please?
No.
See? I don't think it exists. I think every time he finds a coupon, this is my ATM card. Excuse me, Mr. Buddy, sir. Always play a harmonica, Fez. You make a lot more money. I do not like to hand out money unless they're doing a little dance for me.
Yeah, I'm not a homeless street performer. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing any of that.
Okay.
ADF, what a pain. Why does somebody do something like that? Just, that little girl couldn't wait to run home and get on his computer and start posting this dumbass story that makes no sense.
And it wasn't just the computer, because he was laughing it up behind your back at Solera's birthday party. He told me the story.
Really?
Yeah, called him.
Oh, yeah, you were over there, huh?
Yeah, they love. He said like Bum McBummerton or something like that was the way he's gonna.
What a fucking seriously, Fez will, and I'm not a fucking kid here. Fez would whip his fucking ass.
I'd believe it. Fez is strong as hell.
He'll break like a number 2 pencil.
Pick up that cart rack and carry it across.
I'll do it.
Show everybody how strong you are.
I'll do it.
Who was that Fez tried to do feats of strength for?
Rutger Hauer.
Yeah, Rutger Hauer. Fez goes like this. Hey, watch, I can pick up a cart rack and carry it. Look how strong I am.
I didn't bring that up. It was suggested to Rutger Hauer that I could do it.
Fez, don't step on me when I'm, telling the story. Because I can really wail, baby. I can really go with it. Don't hang around with him anymore, Fez.
I didn't mean to hang around. Well, I'm definitely not hanging around with him at that lousy birthday party this Friday. That thing's going to stink on ice to begin with.
Everyone get enough to eat?
I want a tapas.
We're going to have cake later.
What are you going to do for the Christmas party, though? You still haven't said.
I may not go to that either.
Oh.
Now, why should RonFez.net suffer?
Because this thing's on RonFez.net. It's the cesspool of negativity.
I bet people will stick up for you on there.
This is just a pattern of behavior from RonFez.net that skinny freak seems to exemplify.
I'm sure the whole thing will be forgotten about soon. Nick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss. I want to try and help Fez feel better, but I'm not quite sure what to get him for Christmas. How do you shop for a homeless bowl of gravy?
Hey! Yeah, that got as many laughs as ADF's story.
I'm not a big laugher. Sometimes that's my fault. You can't go by me. Just forget about it, Fez. Put it out of your mind.
I'm trying to.
Big football weekend, and Earl, you have to be crushed here. USC loses, so you think Michigan would move into it. Hell no. They turn around and give it to the Florida Gators.
Somebody call the cops because Michigan was robbed. That's the only game that anyone really wants to see.
Good one.
I mean, it was the game of the year. Why not have? It's like if you had a chance to do Ali Frazier instead, you're getting Ali versus Chet Webner or whoever his name is.
That was actually a great fight. If you want to know, 15 rounds, and it inspired the Rocky movies.
He got cut up for ribbons for 15 rounds.
He went 15 rounds with the champion. No matter what happened, he kept going. Out of all the fights that Ali's ever had, everyone always brings up Wepner. You couldn't have been more wrong. Fez, you wanted the Gators to win because you're a Florida boy, right?
Exactly. Florida Gators deserve to be there. They won their conference. They had the tougher schedule. They deserve to be there against Ohio State.
They're going to get crushed, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt
What's
about
the line? Do we know the line yet? I would love to find out.
Don't think the line's been put out yet for that game.
No. It's got to be, 11, 12 points for a championship game?
I would have totally guessed 11.
Yeah.
Buckeyes favored.
The one thing that Florida does have, though, is usually year after year they have good offense. So I think Florida's got a shot. Now, I'm glad that they got it instead of Michigan. Michigan got their chance already.
Yeah, but you know what? You go to somebody else's house. I mean, I wasn't against USC being in there, but the Gators, nobody has paid attention to all year long. They're fucking bums down there.
Yeah, I mean, and again, we saw the first game. Okay, Michigan lost, but it was a close game. Everyone is still talking about this game.
Yeah, it was really the best college game not only saw this season, but probably in quite a few years. And yes, I'm counting last year's Texas USC shitfest, which I thought was just a car wreck.
You want the championship game. It's the last college game of the year. Yeah. Everyone's going to be watching it. Who's going to sit and watch Ohio State annihilate the Gators? No one.
I
will.
Guess, you know what? The weird thing is, I thought I turned on USC, and I go, well, I'll just watch for, till they're up by 2 touchdowns, and then I'll move on to one of the other games. I end up watching a whole goddamn game. After watching Army-Navy, and then spent the latter part of the night watching Rutgers. Derek, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, just want to know, what was the score of the Hammonegger-Rutgers game on Saturday night? I'm pretty sure they lost in triple overtime, so...
Triple overtime, and then they lose on the conversion. Did you watch that game, Fez?
You know what? I missed that game. I was at the Apple store.
I heard. What, were you muttering and shitting yourself?
None of that. None whatsoever.
41-39 was the final score.
41-39. Dave, you put your hair on the line.
I put my hair on the line. Yeah. And came up short.
Yeah.
So's your hair.
That doesn't mean that I have to... Do I have to shave my head? Because the game went into overtime. I was hoping maybe to get out of it.
Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, the last guy beat me to it. I was just going to ask how Dave looked without any hair.
I don't know if you saw the movie Powder. The Kid Toucher movie Powder. But I imagine it's going to look pretty much the same.
Yeah, that's why I'm sort of... I hope I could maybe do something else. I mean, it's the holiday time, Christmas time, and I think my mom would cry if she sees
I know
Powder
she
coming
will,
home.
but here's the problem.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for your hair. I didn't ask you to put your hair up.
Right.
This is stuff you yell out on your own all the time.
Spur of the moment, or the heat of the moment.
Not only did they lose, they lost 2 in a row, right? Or 2 of the last 3?
Yeah, 2 of the last 3.
And they fell down to 16th place. And after whatever little bowl game they're going to go to, who are they going to play? Lehigh?
They end up getting to go to the Texas Bowl.
What? Is that Texas Instruments?
And I'm not even sure who they play in that thing, but they're going to the Texas Bowl, which sounds made up.
You don't even know who they're playing?
No, I don't know.
Not sure yet. They still, though, had a great season, and because the game went to overtime, I thought they represented pretty damn well. I mean, West Virginia is a football college powerhouse.
They are not. They're a powerhouse in that little league, but they're not a powerhouse.
But they were picked by some people to be going to the BCS bowl game.
Yeah, they were picked by people in that fucking league. No one outside that league ever picks anybody in that league. Just you guys, and I say you guys, and you didn't even know the league existed before this year. Rutgers went 8-0, and suddenly you had a new favorite team. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, PinnacleSports.com has the Ohio State-Florida line, and it's Ohio State -8.
Oh, I don't mind that bet at all. Although I got to tell you, I only saw one Ohio State game, and I thought they looked lousy. That second half was an embarrassment.
Rutgers going to the Texas Bowl to play Kansas State. Who stunk this year?
Who?
Kansas State.
What is that, Jayhawks?
That game even be on TV?
No.
I think they're the Wildcats.
I think you can hear it on CB.
They play December 28th.
What? That's not one of the big games, December 28th.
The Texas Bowl, biggest state in America, baby.
All right, well, you can sit there, Baldy, and enjoy it while you're yelling at us. I was going to let you out of this hair thing till you acted like that was good.
So Rutgers has a filler game in the middle of between the holidays? It's not even on like New Year's Eve or anything?
You know, I might let you out of this if, Dave,
yeah,
you turn your back on New Jersey.
I can't do that, Mr. B. I can't turn my back on the Garden State.
I gave you the opportunity.
All right.
All you got to do is turn your back on them and FBA, and I will be comfortable.
I say, fuck that. I love New Jersey. I love FBA. Let's bald it, baby. Let's bald it.
Let's bald it?
It's time to powder up. You know, the Red Sox used to say it's time to cowboy up. I'll say it right now. Powder up.
Why is everything about you trying to be the Red Sox? Does he have to shave his whole head? What if we just shave half?
You can do whatever you want. I decide, fuck it. I mean, I bet Rutgers. I was pretty confident that they were going to win, but that 2-point conversion was blocked.
Earl, why do you have the light turned off in there? I can't see a goddamn thing in the other room now.
There's a problem in that room.
Power out?
It's giving off this weird hum that's going off on the air.
Really?
Yeah.
Could you hear it, Fuzz?
No, I didn't hear it at all.
I mean, we could hear it in there. It's just really just giving off this weird little hum, so... We just potted the lights down. And
you sure Bill isn't humming over there? I know he likes a lot of show tunes.
This place is amazing. Somehow they can get a satellite in space that beams radio signals across the country and Canada. And for some reason, the light bulb hums.
Here's Bill filling in for Earl while he shaves.
Actually, the buzz wasn't going out over the air. It was just in the headphones.
Is this driving you crazy?
Not me. I walked in as they were walking out.
You hear it all the time, you little psycho.
Now why are you being mean to him? After everything you went through today, and you love Bill.
He's thin. He reminds me of ADF.
Apologize, Fezzy, because he's filling in for Earl. And he's a nice kid.
I'm sorry, Nutsy.
And he'll kill us while we sleep if we get him even
Good point.
slightly upset.
Sorry, Bill.
Thank you.
Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys, how y'all are?
Hey.
I was just going to say, them Catholic boys getting ready to come down to the bayou and get their ass whipped.
Yeah, they somehow end up in a game that they don't belong in.
Yeah, they're number 11 in the BCS standings and get to go to a BCS bowl.
How does it go from, like, feast or famine? You go from, you win, you go to a BCS game. You win, you lose, you go to this game that nobody even heard of. What's that, the Texas Bowl or whatever that is?
What the hell are you talking about? We were now talking about Notre Dame.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about
Rutgers is known
you
for
were
being
fucking
Catholic.
sitting here with us.
I don't have cans on.
What do you want to have cans on? You don't fucking need cans.
You still have
Someone
ears.
else didn't say it. We did.
We're not
I'm still thinking Rutgers.
We're not doing a sign language show, you
This
idiot.
is why you're not allowed in the big room.
Because Rutgers is known for support by Irish Catholics.
Is that what you're talking about? White means Catholic to you?
We all look alike.
You want me to let you out of this one, Earl? Do a little rap for me. Give me a little rap. I'll let you go.
No, I can't rap.
Come on, give me a little rap. I'll let you go. I heard O&A talking about that today, Fez.
Yeah, the cop in Tempe, Arizona is in trouble. I guess the police department there has a cable access show called Street Beat, where they follow this cop around. He pulls over a couple of brothers for littering, and says...
Why do you got to call them brothers? Why don't we just say black men?
A couple of black men.
What are they, soul brothers now? Where does that come from?
And he, on camera, this officer says to these guys he'll let them out of the ticket if they do some rap for him. So, and they actually tried.
And he let him out of the ticket. I don't see what the problem is. You got a problem with that, Earl?
He just outright humiliated him.
How's that humiliation?
What's next? A shake and shimmy? Do a little dance for me. And you'll get
no, you know what the humiliation is? Throwing your fucking rappers out on the street. Throwing your fucking fried shrimp wrappers all over the ground and destroying Tempe, Arizona.
And who gets pulled over for littering?
Now, wouldn't race...
Everybody. You're not allowed to fucking litter. I don't want to go down the street and see somebody's old chocolate milk carton. I don't want to see somebody's grape soda can sitting out where I'm driving by.
Do not all drink grape soda. Where did that rumor come from?
I was trying to put it in a language you could understand. Don't try to turn me into Michael Richards. I'm just saying, if a cop said to me, "Pay, how much was it? $75?"
I think so, yeah.
$75 to do a little rap, I'd be. And the fucking guys were sitting there with their hats on sideways. They looked like they were rappers.
But even still, if you're an officer of the law, enforce the law. It's like, hey, I got to give you a ticket. You don't want a performance out of it.
Sometimes they fucking have a talking to. I remember one time I'm coming home 3 o'clock in the morning from a comedy club. I'm a little wired at the time. And a cop pulls me over. You know, did you know you were speeding? No, I go, I'm coming back from the comedy club thinking I could hit him with a couple of tickets. And he goes like this. Why don't you tell me a little joke? I go, really? I got a joke for you. 2 Ecuadorians are fucking a cop's wife in the ass. How's that fucking joke for you? Ping, pow, boom. You saw my eye, Fezzy. It was out the hair. The guys didn't have to rap. They chose to.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's such a hasty generalization of someone. I mean, just because they were 2 black guys?
2 black guys, the fucking baseball cap matches the stupid shirt, and the cap is sideways. They look like hip-hop kids.
But, I mean, you might wear the uniform and not necessarily be a rapper. You could be part of the entourage. You could be just wearing it for the sake of wearing it.
What if they said, sing me a little song? Tell me a poem. You'd still be mad? Of course you would be.
Yes. I mean, just like, either give them the ticket or don't.
Is there anything in life that you guys don't get upset about and pull back into race?
White women?
Here's Sean. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys, what's going on?
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to know, what's the hard-on that the BCS has for USC? They lose to 2 unranked teams, and then suddenly they're in 5th.
They're in 5th place? That's where they ended up the year, Fez?
Yeah, and they're going to the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, it's a good point. Why are they up that fucking high?
Yeah, I guess...
The Rose Bowl, I understand they won their fucking division, right?
Right, yeah, they won their conference.
But they should not be ranked 5th. They lost to 2 unranked teams.
So I'm trying... They may have been ranked lower than 5th. I'm trying to remember now.
Toby, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron Fez. Yeah. Hey, not only does Dave not know fucking football, he also doesn't know that Texas is not the biggest state in the union. It's Alaska, you dumbass, Dave.
Are we still considering Alaska a state? Remember, it doesn't really have the real criteria of a state, which means touching other states.
It is still definitely considered a state and our largest state.
Not to me. I call it fucking Canada West.
There's trouble in Alaska now with the...
Of course there is. Fucking Eskimos are up there raping people.
They're worried that the new governor that's getting sworn in January is going to move the state capital out of Juneau and move
now, what do? You'll end up putting it on some fucking things and have dogs pull it somewhere? What do? You put it on top of tennis rackets and walk it in? How do they fucking move up there in Alaska?
I don't think that she's going to physically move it. She's just going to have the legislation meet further north where it's more populated, like in Fairbanks, instead of Juneau. She's not going to She's not going to the state capitol for her inauguration.
You know why I've never been to that state capitol? Juneau? They hate Jews. I'm not going to go there. Jew? No, that's how it's fucking spelled. And there's a big X across Jews.
I had no idea it was our most anti-Semitic state.
They're not a state. This is a fucking farce to call them or Hawaii a state. There's 48 states, all grouped together, making sense. Then you have 2 boxes on your map with an Alaska and a Hawaii. It's a fucking joke.
I like the nice even number of 50 states.
48's a fucking even number, Fez. I don't know who taught you how to divide by 2, but 48 works just perfectly.
Plus, if we got rid of Alaska and Hawaii, then you could annex Puerto Rico and finally make that a state. And then we just have to get another
You see Puerto Rico touching anything? That's my fucking problem. I'm saying Hawaii is Puerto Ricans that don't stab people.
Well,
That's
how about
all.
Toronto, then? Toronto's practically American. They got the Blue Jays.
Toronto is a city that is in another country. It doesn't make sense.
Make it a state. It's time for it to be a state.
What is this, a city-state? Where are we, Greece? Just shut up over there, lean your head back, and let a black man shave you. And do me a favor, Earl. Sing me some old-time hymns while you're doing it.
Like, give me that old-time religion.
No, not that loud.
No?
Give me something like, whatever. You're going to die, and things will be better then. There's fried food in heaven. Whatever those songs that make you feel better about yourself. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, that game, the Rutgers game, man, it's such a piece of shit. They're not even showing it on national TV. You got to have the NFL network if you want to see any of it. So, pretty much shows you what they think of that game.
Well, that's bullshit. That's disrespecting New Jersey. It's disrespecting college football in general. I mean, Kansas State...
It's not anything to do with football.
You know that Rutgers lost a game to one of those magnetic football teams that...
They are really trying to fill out the Big East.
What is the name of that football game?
I always called it magnetic football.
I think it's electric football.
Electric football. Yeah. Do they still even have it? I know they used to run some kind of electric football Super Bowl every year where guys would come together. You just see a bunch of guys in their 40s. Love this game. Never am getting video ever.
I'm going to run the ball again.
Yeah, right. What is it, Earl? You're hopping back and forth. You're giving me agit over here.
No, it was sort of like a precursor to...
Coming back and forth like he's ready to swoop in. Say what you want to say.
It's kind of like the precursor to fantasy football, too, where they just had the... They would just say, oh, this guy's going to be, Barry Sanders, and we're going to run it up the middle. So,
Todd, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I say you shave his head like he's pattern baldness.
All right, shut the fuck up. Here's Zippy. Zippy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, listen, Ron, using your state has to touch another state rule. How do you feel about Rhode Island?
Rhode Island? They touch
Rhode
anybody?
Island.
Yeah, it's not touching anybody. I thought it should be a state then.
Rhode Island touches, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course they do.
Why wouldn't it
You
touch?
drunks. You know, don't act like a river or whatever doesn't touch. They do. New Jersey touches Pennsylvania even though they don't actually touch. They have that river they share. That's fucking inland. It's right. You're not going across the Pacific Ocean showing up and people in grass skirts. And look, Hawaii, I got nothing against you. You're a beautiful place. Hot chicks. Great pot. But you are not a state. If it was up to me, if you really want to be a state, you had to fight in a civil war. But people disagree, and I'm willing to give a little bit. I wouldn't mind right now making the rest of those western states fight it out right now. Because we had to fucking fight at one time.
Washington would kick some major ass then.
On who? Well, how you picking?
Because they deal with colder climates. They have tough people. It's sort of West Coast, but it's sort of Midwest as well. Washington would win.
Hold on, I just want to remember you with hair powder. Do me a favor, when we shave your head, have a spoon stick to you as you're walking around here.
If states start fighting each other, I see Oregon and Washington State being swallowed right up. I don't see them actually wanting to join in the fighting.
What was the first state you said?
Oregon.
See how he tries to correct? No wonder they call you homeless. Hey, look who it is. Celebrity Jay Moore. Jay.
I told you this was John Mayer, right?
Yeah, how are you, pal?
How you doing, guys? Long-time listener, first-time caller. God bless.
God bless you.
How did Earl do on his picks this weekend?
Earl laid low. He had nothing to do with it. Mr. Perfect is sitting it out a little bit.
Why? I guess the guy he goes to is out of town now?
Yeah, let's just say that guy stopped him. That guy pulled the plug on it.
When the good thing gets going good, the bookies don't like that.
Well, the bookie said this, and I will quote, I don't need a magic N in here picking my pocket every week. That's his quote, not mine, Earl. I'd say the whole word.
Huh? What was, I'm on the set of my big hit TV show, The Ghost Whisperer, Fridays at 8 o'clock on CBS. What are you guys talking about, Oregon and Washington getting into a fight?
Yeah, I don't know. Fez is talking crazy right now. Fez got called a homeless man today, so today's not a normal day for him.
I'm a little ticked.
You got ticks on you?
No.
I downloaded onto my iPod one of Fez's birthday shows from, I think, 2005 when you guys were in JFK, and Fez went into the Nature Boy for about 15 minutes, and he started calling out the local newscasters.
Yeah, that
from
was
Tampa.
People in Tampa.
Oh, my gosh. I made Cox listen to it on the plane, and she's sitting in the plane laughing last night.
Oh, that's so sweet.
We were doing the NASCAR awards. I was in town, but I couldn't get to the studio to be on the show.
I heard Anthony yelling at you today.
Yeah, I was up actually early enough to talk to those guys for the first time in maybe a year. That's how early it was.
So how did NASCAR awards go for you? I'm hearing you were funny, but they were odd. It's an odd crowd.
They're always odd. They're multi-millionaires, and they're over the age of 60. What are you going to do? You go out, you make fun of the drivers, and you play to the crowd at home. You realize that if you make fun of Dale Jr., all the Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson fans in their living rooms in South Carolina are happy. And if you make fun of Jimmy and, Jeff, all the Dale Jr. fans are happy. You make fun of Jeff Burton's hair, you call him 3CPO, and you make fun of Greg Biffle's buggy eyes.
That's professionalism. You're a professional, my friend.
It's nice to have a plan going in.
Hey, you know it, Fez. You know what, Fez? I learned a lot from you. I learned about having a plan going in. I learned about having to tap. I learned about not leaving my apartment, and I learned how to enjoy vacuuming.
Here's the problem.
I have no exit strategy for my apartment.
Fez finally left his apartment this weekend, and then listeners made fun of him. Because he wears layered clothing, and you muttered to yourself?
I was not muttering. I was shopping.
What did they say?
They said muttering and stumbled a couple times, as if he may have been drinking.
And a confused look.
Yeah, disheveled.
It might have just been like a real gay, like Paul Lynn match game, like, kind of stumble.
Yeah, why don't you go out that way, Fez? Just fucking go for it. Go be flamboyant. If they're going to tease you, at least enjoy yourself.
I know. I should have just started acting homeless right in front of them. Just grabbing at myself.
It makes me want a Fez. Where did you go?
I was at the Apple Store on 5th Avenue. I'd never seen the place before. I get spotted in there. Now it's all over this World Wide Web that I'm a homeless person.
I think it's just one little section of the web. I don't think it's everywhere.
There's links.
Yeah, I don't think through tsunami reports in fucking Thailand, they're checking up on you in the Apple Store, Fez.
Yeah, I don't see that either.
And, you know, Bill Graham concerts, they give out free apples in the big buckets beforehand. I learned that from Earl last week. When he had that
Earl, I'm
Sagan
starving.
guy.
We getting free apples?
We're fresh out of apples.
I never heard anything, that fucking crazy Apple story. I never heard anything like that in my life.
I went on that Wolfgang's Vault website, and I know what I want for my next 15 birthdays.
Yeah, I know. There's some cool shit in there.
I like all the, Ronnie, check out all the Pete Townsend photos when he's super young before he started touching kids.
Yeah, you know what? That's when he used to get touched. Isn't that odd? The worst thing that happens to you when you're little, that's what you want to do when you're older. It must feel great, because you never get it out of your mind your whole life.
That would be weird if he got off looking at a picture of himself as a kid.
It is.
Wow, Faz, you're freezing, man.
Jacked off to his own baby picture?
Yeah, exactly. Is that turned on by children?
Wow. Is that something you're trying to admit here? Daniel Johnston?
I was a much better looking child.
I don't know what's going on with Fez today, Ronnie.
Yeah, I don't know. When he gets up on the wrong side of the bed and he has that fight, he stays angry. As a matter of fact, I talked to you Friday. I go, you can't hate, every single person. You can't be anti-Big A and anti-Sheepy. People don't think that you're nice and you're a nice guy. And then you're like, yeah, you're right. I'm getting too cranky. He opens up Monday with blind jokes about ADF.
I was totally fine for the first 10 minutes of this show. I was all happy on a Monday.
Oh, do you blame David all for bringing it into you? Bringing it to your attention?
I think he enjoyed bringing it to my attention.
Or do you blame Mikey Boy for creating RonFez.net and making a platform for these people?
I can't believe the Frankenstein's monster that RonFez.net has turned into.
Here's what I'm going to do, Fez.
It used to be nice.
To support you. I'm going to go to that RonFez.net party, but I'm going to stand out front and smoke cigars. I will not go inside.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Make the listeners come to me in the cold.
There you go.
Stand next to me and GVAC.
And none of us are going to ADF and Randy's party.
Here's the only people I'm going to talk to. GVAC and all the chicks. That's it.
Ron, did you like Kundun?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't hate it.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. Go rent it tonight.
For tonight I'm going to rent it?
Yeah. I'm gonna rent The Devil and Fez Watley and check out that new documentary because he's crazy. But he's
why don't you get The Groomsman, which is now available on DVD?
You know what I do? I will get that. I'm gonna write that down because I read some good things about it.
It's a good one. I'm funny in it. You'll like me in it.
All right, I will. I'm gonna rent that. I'm gonna Netflix it, and then I'll review it with Paul O. on Friday.
Is there anything anyone would like to ask me before I go back onto the set?
No, just have a great episode this week.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's a sweet thing to say to a man. Fez, take notes. This is two men being nice to each other.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron,
yeah.
God bless.
God bless you, my friend.
All right, good health.
All right, best of luck to the fiancé.
Go get those ghosts.
Take care, my friend. There he goes, Jay Moore.
He ain't afraid of no ghost.
What is he on that show every week now?
I think he's a reoccurring character, but I don't think it's every week.
I'd like to reoccur on something. Just, I don't want to occur all the time. I like to reoccur. Occur once, take a little break, reoccur.
Yeah, if you're a reoccurring character, I guess the first time you're just occurring. The first time you show up.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be twice to be reoccurring. You can't be reoccurring with just one stop.
I think a reoccurring is at least 3 episodes.
Oregon. You got great fucking pronunciation for things. I love it.
I don't know what happens there.
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
They come out too fast.
I thought you did it fine. Who's to say one way to say something? I don't know why you put them down like they're pussy states, though.
I can't picture them fighting.
Seattle?
In a war.
Washington State?
Yeah.
Fucking a lot of tough guys. You had to be tough to go out and take care of the West back in the old days. They come from good, strong stock.
A lot of lumberjacks.
Fishermen, lumberjacks, badasses.
All right, that makes sense. I was thinking more of the Starbucks crowd.
You don't just go by what you see on TV, Fezzy. Get out of that apartment. Oh, that's right.
I'll never leave again.
When you do, people think you're an idiot. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how you doing, guys?
Man, don't worry about us. How are you doing?
No, I was just talking about the whole BCS thing. If you actually look at the whole bowl schedule, the first bowl of the year is actually the Poinsettia Bowl. Are they kidding me?
Fuck these bowls. There's only one bowl game that matters. That's the championship game. Everything else is dog shit. I have no plan. If anything, I may watch the Rose Bowl just to see how Michigan and USC look against each other. Other than that, I do not care.
I like some of the good matchups. I like Notre Dame versus LSU in the Sugar Bowl.
That's nothing. It's not. You're not playing for anything, though. I mean, you can't tell me that those kids are going to come down there with Notre Dame with that game in mind.
Well, they'll be excited, especially the seniors, because they get to go to a bowl.
But why? They'll be excited to leave home, party, meet broads down south, but to actually be up for the ball game? No, they will not at all. And if they did, Fezzi, why is Notre Dame 0-8 for the last 8 bowl games that they shouldn't have been invited to? No one gives a shit except for the people that are playing for number one. Everything else is garbage.
I know. I think Orange Bowl and Rose Bowl still have that tradition. So I like watching the Orange Bowl. I enjoy watching the Rose Bowl and probably the Sugar Bowl. Are those 3 things that I really like because they've been around for so long. They do mean something.
They used to because the number one team may play in one of those bowls and you can sit around and fight it. Right now you don't. There's only one sport that does not end in a tournament, right?
Right.
And there's only one sport that you sit around and fight about at the end of the year. Like, if the Gators win number one, is that going to be tainted this year? Yet when the Gators won the basketball number one, which nobody had them picked for, it's not tainted. They're the number one basketball team of last year because they won the fucking tournament, and no one can take that away from them.
Some say, though, that's a charming thing about college football, is that the
are we all charmed, or do we fight about it?
No, but what I mean is that the controversy is, good or bad publicity is good publicity. It gets people interested and people talking and debating about
Look,
things
we have
good.
no fucking problem bringing attention to the game of college football. It's gigantic. But as fans, do we deserve a number one at the end of the year? Do the schools and all the kids deserve to find out who's really number one?
Yeah, I mean, people deserve that.
Name me one school that goes, no, I'm not in favor of a tournament.
There's none.
Name me one coach.
They all speak out against the BCS system. Every one of them.
Why are we fucking doing it? Who are the BCS? Why are they running things?
And they even do it in Division II. Division II college football teams have a tournament to figure out who's the best of Division II.
Who cares about Division II? It's like hearing who's the fastest blind kid. Come on.
ADF.
Fezzi, here's what happens. You're taking shots at him. What's he going to do next? More shots at you. This thing's never going to stop.
Hopefully he keeps his mouth shut from now on. Keeps his comments to himself and off the web.
Why don't you fight him? Blind versus Stet.
I'll do that.
And why are you making his girlfriend, Randy, now her party's going to suck because you're not showing up? Why should she be penalized?
Maybe she should say something to this guy.
What about this?
This isn't the first time he's had some sort of social run-in with me.
That's true. It's happened before.
Yeah, so, I mean, why should I keep putting up with it? He's obviously not going to change his stupid ways.
I can't defend him on this one. I think that he crossed the line by writing that. He could have said to you, we thought you were homeless, left it like that. Even going to that party saying, hey, we saw Fez, he looked homeless. That crossed the line, but these things happen. But then to go home, now we're on our third thing, and he's writing it up.
Yeah, and he's just so happy and excited because he thinks he has something. He thinks in this meaningless minimum wage life of his, he's finally got something. Well, it ain't me, buddy.
Bum.
No, he's not. Fez makes good money and he has nice clothes.
No, I mean, that's what he said. ADF called him a bum.
Oh, I thought you were, saying Fez was a bum.
Giggling to himself at the party. And then he told strangers who he had never met before that, about it and stuff. And also mentioned that Fez was slurring his speech, too, a little bit.
Of course he did. He's trying to dine out on one stupid story that he's made up in his big fat head.
I got the story as well on Saturday. I'll add that.
He told you the same story?
Yes, he did.
Same way?
Yes.
So when you heard it, did you think that Fez was a little bit crazy or acting weird?
By the description of the story, yeah, a little bit.
So you believed it?
Well, no.
My chick believed it because she thought maybe your meds were messed up. Because it sounded like, you know how you get sometimes if the meds aren't perfect.
Yeah, I know. That's happened before, too.
Yeah.
But trust me, I was in full control of myself Saturday.
I'm sure this whole thing is going to blow over. Brian, you're on Fez.
Yeah, I was wondering who was going to win in the homeless Fez.
Oh, jeez. Just when I thought it was done.
Say it's not going to blow over, Ronnie. It's not.
Who would you pick, though? Deputy Tom?
I would win.
The homeless bowl?
Yeah, if I had to compete in one.
You're not homeless. Stop acting like you're the champion of the homeless.
Oh, I thought he was talking about me against ADF.
The BCS doesn't stand for bum. What? Don't lower yourself into this. So he said he was slurring?
Yep.
And talking crazy. And how did he say he was dressed? I got disheveled and confused with the main thrust of the story I got.
I don't know where he's getting this from. He's so blind he can't even figure out if it's Fez or not. It's standing right in front of him, and I'm the one who's confused?
Fez, there are none so blind as those who refuse to see. That's what I always say to people.
He also said that Fez had stains on his shirt, too. And he smelled a little
Did it sound like it was cum stains or food stains?
I think he meant food stains.
Because if he's acting like Fez is fucking letting guys jack on him, I'm really mad then.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Nobody listened to this ass clown.
Too late. He's been on the World Wide Web. Oh, my God, I just thought of something.
What?
Your parents have a computer.
Yes, they do.
I hope this doesn't get to them.
I need to put a child block on their computer.
How was that party the other night?
Oh, it was a good time.
ADF ruin it by being there?
Well, that story did cast a dark cloud over it, but once Solera got on the bar for the Shake It Like Shakira contest, she tied for first place, which means she got to split $250 with the other girl.
Really?
So she went home with $125.
How'd the other girl look?
The other girl was good, but Solera was better. I was pissed off that she had to be co-champion.
I wouldn't mind if they start kissing. So that's why she went there. There was a Shake It Like Shakira.
And I don't know why this Calico Jacks keeps going with that thing, because they were in the news for getting sued over this Shake It Like Shakira contest. A couple weeks ago, a drunk girl fell off the bar, shaking it a little too much like Shakira. And they're still going with it. They're playing with fire over there.
They should. You want to Shake It Like Shakira. I didn't think the Shakira thing was still big. I think it sounds like Thursday disco nights.
Yeah. And incidentally, this is the same place that we're having the Christmas party at, so. It's just weird.
Are they going to do Shake It Like Shakira that night?
I don't
For Christmas?
Where's this ADF Randy party at?
That one, I'm not sure where that's at.
I can look that up. I don't think I have it right here, but
I can't get far enough away from it. I may leave the state just to make sure I'm far enough away that night.
Why are you so upset, Fezzy?
Because this guy has no story, and he's trying to make some sort of stupid rep off of seeing me in the Apple store.
Disheveled, stained, and Mikey Boy also said confused.
None of that was true. I walked in the Apple store to see what was in there. I'd never been in there before. I wanted to check it out. And then him and his girlfriend Sheepy are just, sitting there muttering to themselves, "Is that Fez? Is that Fez?"
They didn't, wave to you at all? Gave you no indication?
No, I thought that he was homeless, but looked like Fez.
I had to walk over to them to say hi. I was being social. I was being cordial.
Why did you leave the apartment?
I know. That's what I asked myself.
And the part that doesn't really make sense is, I've been to your apartment before. You're probably the neatest guy I know. You are so...
You're pretty neat yourself.
Who asked you to be the HN of this? Fez can handle himself.
No, I'm just defending him because he's saying stuff that is it's just so out of character for Fez. It's not right. It's just not fair.
I was dressed no worse that night than I am right now.
Ugh.
I'm dressed fine today.
Here's a quarter.
Don't give me change. I'll keep it, though.
Riley, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah, how are you?
Good, how are you? I just wanted to make a point to Fez. Why does he have to hold out on the Christmas party just because somebody said one stupid thing? We're all going to suffer.
Yeah, Fez, we got to go to the Christmas party. Who's nicer to us than Mikey Boy? This is really Mikey Boy's party. And those other two guys.
Who are the other two guys, Mikey?
John and Bobby Pantera.
They're in
That's
your
John.
shadow. They're in your shadow, Mikey. They'll never get the fame that you have.
I'll think about the Christmas party, but that birthday party this Friday, that is out.
Not going?
Not going.
Do I need to institute the band, the ADF band, or?
I would if I were you. I'd try, if Mikey Boy, if I were you, and I'm not telling you how to run ronfez.net.
Seems like you are.
But if I were you, I would really do something to try to clean up the act over there.
Would there have to be a Randy band also, or a Sheepy band? Or
You
just...
do what you think is right to try to get some, decency back on that site. I'd start cutting loose some of the troublemakers, sure.
I don't know if there's troublemakers. Everybody knows that this ADF is dining out on this story of yours.
Yeah, it's all he's got in his pathetic little mosquito life.
But at least Sheepy said the right thing. And apparently Sheepy even backed you up right from where go. Jesus Christ, look at that fire out there. Unbelievable. It's like a river of fire. Troublemaker, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Fezzy, just for future reference, it's recurring character, not reoccurring character. See ya.
Here is Tony. Tony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Yeah.
What happened to Big A's date with flight benefits on Saturday night? No more gossip about that, Dave?
Well, I know that Big A, who is just really the coolest right now, he took her out to Caroline's, and then it was off to Atlantic City for gambling and dancing until dawn.
Has anyone found a body yet?
That Big A is the coolest.
He is a ladies' man.
He is. Ladies love him.
See, I don't see it. I don't know what the attraction is. I don't understand.
We should call him LLBA.
LLBA?
Yeah.
Why?
Ladies love BA. Love the Big A. Big A.
Big A.
Big A.
Big A.
Big A.
Big A.
I don't know. I just don't see. I've never gotten a sense of cool off of him.
Maybe you ought to try to pick up some of his style. People stop calling you homeless.
I don't have to.
Then you'll be home full. Not homeless. Home full.
I'm going to be home full because I'm not leaving my house again. See what happens when I leave?
But who are you penalizing by doing that, Fez? Who are you penalizing?
I'm making myself more comfortable. I'm rewarding myself.
It isn't. It isn't working out that way for you.
And the whole idea of this not communicating with anybody because because ADF mistakenly and very dumbly made you like a homeless person.
What the fuck are you babbling about over there? What's gotten into you today, Earl?
I'm really pissed off. I'm
Yeah?
like really, and when I just don't get rational when I'm really pissed off.
Are you mad enough to faint on him?
No, I will not
do it, Earl. Do it. You're full weight. You'll crush him.
You know what? I got an email about you, Earl.
An email?
Yeah, you know what one is. Go ahead and just play it.
And now, Ron and Fez, the show of the future, brings you
electronic mail. Mail sent electronically.
Earl, this comes to you from Papa Bear, who says, I'm a huge Black Earl fan, but I must bust him on this. Earl had a reference about a week ago, but it's been bugging me. When the show was talking about the Kramer N-word issue, Earl said the unemployment rate for African Americans was like 45%. I went up and looked it up in the labor statistics. Unemployment rate for blacks was 8.6%. Earl, where do you get your numbers from?
I was on one of these talk shows where someone was saying that I meant to say African American men between like 18 and 24 that the unemployment rate.
But you're off by 40%.
Well, let me defend Earl here. He did not say that 45% of the blacks were unemployed. He said that 45% of the blacks just don't work, and that also includes the ones that are employed. So yes, they have jobs, but they still ain't working. Am I right there, Earl?
No, you are not right about that. I mean,
I remember that day. I thought you were lowballing the figure.
Hey.
So you think go back and find that stat then for Papa Bear. You're saying it's like an 18, 24-year-old hip hop male.
Yeah, it was
the guys that got pulled over in Tempe.
I'm pretty sure it was statistics among African American men. I think here in New York City.
Well, you got to be careful what you're yelling at.
And I'm sorry for that. I mean,
well, you can't suddenly it's going to be your family. Half the guys in my family ain't working.
My brother and I were both working.
What's your brother do for a living?
He works for the Veterans Administration.
Mm-hmm. Sure he does. Hey, Jimmy the Saint, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Dick Holden 176.
Face.
Yeah, when are we going to hear the Big A and Flight Benefits Advice segment again?
You know, Big A, anytime he wants to come in, he's always welcome. I'm considering part of the show.
Oh, he's not part of the show.
In a lot of ways, I consider him my partner.
I'm your partner. I'm right here every day with you.
Little homeless, though.
Not homeless. I don't even consider Big A recurring character.
Recurring.
There's no O in that word.
No.
That makes no sense. Why would you be recurring? What's curring? How could you be curring to recur?
Things don't recur?
Things don't cur, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. But you've never heard the word recur?
I always thought it was reoccur. With an O in the middle of it. Because you can occur, and then you would reoccur.
Was this the kind of stuff that you were saying in the Apple Store when suddenly security was called?
I had my mouth shut.
Whoa, look. Where's the BA opening, the one that you did for us? Is it over there?
Billy's got it.
I need it over here, bro.
Okay.
Big A, Big A, Big A, Big A, Big A, Big A, Big A.
How you doing, Big A?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Ron Fez.
You sure are, pal. Can I just say something? You sound really cool today. Really cool.
There's a cold wave going through. Everyone sounds really cool.
Fez, it's not everybody.
Oh! Good one, Big A.
Big A.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the best you've got, Big A?
You took him down a homeless peg. Big A, how did your date with Flight Benefits go the other night?
Actually, it was excellent. Had a great time seeing Joe Rogan get killed, and also popped into Slaver's party.
He is a man about town. How cool is that cool cat? Hey, how was the chicks at Slaver's party?
The chicks were pretty damn hot. And most of them talking to Big A.
Really?
Yep. Not myself. Of course not ADF, but no, yeah. He was getting all...
ADF was the ugliest chick there.
Big A, how come the ladies like you so much?
I think I'm so damn cool, that's why.
Yeah. Big A! Big A! Oh, Big A.
Yeah, swearing's cool.
I had an email here for you. It said this. It says, Big A, I know that it's nice to be important, but is it important to be nice? Sign wondering. What do you think, Big A? Is it important to be nice?
Yeah, it's very important to be nice, and it's also nice to be important, too.
Big A!
Oh, that's Big advice?
He really does know a lot of stuff.
Why is Big A?
Yeah, he is.
Nothing.
Socrates, Big A.
And also, me and Flight Benefits had a great time, and both of us won a ton of money and had a great time.
Oh, that's great.
Big A.
Big A.
Oh, Big A.
Who's better than Big A?
Nice, Big A.
Plenty of people.
Nice. All right, Big A. Will you stop in and see us one day?
Oh, definitely.
All right, you're the coolest.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah, Fez.
Bye, Big A.
Big A!
I didn't do it that way.
Big A. I love to get the advice from him. It's important to be nice and also nice to be important. And he should know he's both.
How is that advice?
By the way, after I talked with Big A last week, I no longer sweat the small stuff.
No, leave the small stuff behind, Big A.
Big A!
Big A! Big A!
Big deal.
Maybe he could teach you how to stand up to ADF.
I have stood up to ADF today. He's the one who goes mousing around behind my back, posting things on ronfez.net. Going to a party and trying to tell everybody this great tale of his. Oh, he's spinning the yarn of the homeless Fez.
Did everybody start to mock Fez out on that thing, too?
Yeah, and laughing a lot.
That's a problem for you, Fez.
Yeah,
That's
of course
something
they
you
did.
hate.
I know it would happen. That's why I don't go out to these social things.
Oh, we got to take a break here. We came back. I just wanted to shave that fucking head.
All right, let's do it. Fuck it.
All you got to do is turn your back on Jersey.
No, I'm not turning my back.
Down with Jersey.
Turn
Absolutely
your back
not.
on FBA.
The homeland of Bruce, Danny DeVito, and FBA, the greatest
Danny
place to be.
DeVito, the drunk?
Danny DeVito. The greatest place to be, FBA. No.
By the way, here's the latest Danny DeVito. That he blamed everything. Oh, I'm out with George Clooney all night. George Clooney was home and asleep by 11:30.
All right, that Danny DeVito. The alcohol's staying in his system then.
Fez, he drank before the show that day. No one is drunk from last night.
He's just loosening up before he goes on The View. That's a hard show to do.
If you're saying that that's it and he can't handle his liquor, yeah, I'm all for it. But at least get to some kind of truthfulness. We know it's not from drinking last night.
Well, no, if he said he didn't go to bed. If you don't go to bed, I think I've been drunk at like maybe 11. If I didn't go to bed, if I didn't go to sleep, yeah. He was just partying real hard.
12 hours later, you're still drunk.
Well, I think he probably had a few more cocktails back at his apartment or wherever he was.
Then he needs to say that instead of blaming it on Clooney. But I still think he was drunk because he wasn't drunk on Fox News that morning.
Yeah.
And then suddenly 3 hours later he's drunk.
Well, he may have tried to have a couple of pick-me-ups. And
Thank you.
Those pick-me-ups. But still, that's just continuing the party, in my view. I don't think he did anything
And an
wrong.
alcoholic's view.
Yeah.
Practicing alcoholic's view.
Well, maybe.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back and shave an alcoholic's head. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ronnie. Fezzy. The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.
Yeah, the Ron and Fez Show. Here's, it's a good, funny friend of yours, Schnitty, is on here, Earl. Dave. Schnitt, Dick, you're on the Ron and Fez Show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Dick Holder number 2.
Face!
Second guy.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind everyone the Hideout tonight starts their 1-week trial on WJFK from 8 to 10 p.m.
I hope they're found not guilty. During this trial, I want to give them a call this week. I wonder if that would be cool. I wonder if that would be a problem.
I think that would be fine.
Yeah? You don't think there's any, past heat?
I don't think so.
Yeah, me neither. Hideout doing good, and they're adding another guy, right?
Yeah, they're adding Shafee, who worked with them on the Skank Shift back in Michigan.
Yeah, I heard about Shafee. I heard about Skank Shift, which I thought was maybe the greatest title of a radio show of all time. Late night show called the Skank Shift. But have you heard him, Schnitty?
I've only heard him when he's done call-ins and on the old WJFK shows. He was pretty funny, so hopefully it'll work out well.
Well, all new chemistry. It'll be interesting. All right, good luck to the boys. And you can even listen online to that, right?
Yeah, there's on FBA and on hideoutradio.com. There's all the information on how to listen tonight.
All right, my friend.
All right, 5,000.
5,000. Hideout boys working again, making things happen.
For a week, anyway, at WJFK.
Sure. Well, why do you got to be like that?
What? Paul McCartney says his breakup with Heather Mills has him seeing a shrink now. So I don't know what this one-legged woman did to him, but she has destroyed this man.
Yeah, she broke his heart, Fuzzy. Broke his heart. Ripped his little heart out.
The thing is, he's questioning probably his manhood and stuff.
Right, exactly. Because you would think, well, he's Paul McCartney. He can get a lot of other people. He's got $1 billion. That makes it even a harder place to fall from. Because when you say to a woman, I love you, and she's like, I don't give a fuck. I just want out. I want nothing to do with you. I don't know if there's a worse thing for a guy.
And I think not only that, but the fact that she is one-legged, like, not only am I getting dumped by a broad, I'm getting dumped by a one-legged broad.
Right.
What the? And I used to be Paul McCartney of the Beatles.
But don't you think
why?
He's still Paul McCartney?
No, he's not. If he's getting dumped by one-legged broads, he probably looks pathetic, and that's why he's going to the shrink.
I think his biggest problem is he was so in love with this one, and she has done a 180 on him, where this woman that he loved and she was doing charity work and everything like that has turned into this woman who's like videotaping every move around his house and stuff like that, gonna drag him through court, gonna make bring up stories about him not letting her have a bedpan. So I think he's got to be totally blown away that she's done a Jekyll Hyde.
All that, yes, but the point is, he just wants it to be like it was in the early great days. He still wants her. It's not like he's comfortable with going, she's a psycho and I can't deal with her. He's just like, why can't she come back? It's almost like that little mommy thing. And until you went through it. And I think every guy at some point has had that thing of the chick that he's like, look, I want to get back with you. And she's like, fuck no. You're a fucking idiot. I don't want to be friends. I don't want to talk to you again. You're out of your mind. I just wrote the term, you are evil, and fucking lipstick on your wall. Everybody's been through it.
I think only chicks can make people question their sanity. Like, only women can make a guy say, like, maybe I am fucking nuts. You know, like the chick will say, well, you were rude to me the other day on the phone. And you don't think you were, but then you start thinking about it, and you're like, maybe I was rude to her.
You know what? Yeah, that's the problem, blah, blah, blah. But it really comes back to something else. She's fucking somebody, and it ain't you. And that drives you fucking crazy. She used to fuck you. She said she liked fucking you. Who's she with now? Who exactly is she with now? And that's, my friend, you better get your ass to a shrink, because you're going out of your mind. You're going to do something dangerous. You're going to go over there and cut a brake cable. You're going to fucking hit somebody in the head with a weight bench that doesn't need to be hit. You're out of your goddamn mind.
Well, they say he's so crazy that he wants the house, the guest house that she was staying in, he's going to have that bulldozed.
Yeah, of course he is.
He's just getting rid of it completely.
I'm sure, here's the thing, though. He's going to be in the bulldozer himself. Because you're acting like, this is fucking great! I'm bulldozing over shit! You see this, you one-legged fucking freak!
That's the trouble. He's got $500 million to make any fantasy come true.
Here's the problem, too. When a woman gets you this crazy, you keep talking about her long after, like, he'll be banging some other chick, 6 months from now and be going, oh, yeah, so good to be with a woman with 2 legs. And the new girl, doesn't want to hear that. And you're just fucking freaked out of your mind. That's why that whole fucking when a man loves a woman, he'll sleep out in the rain. That may be the truest fucking song of all time, because your ass is gone now. You're sitting out in the rain like a fucking animal, and you don't know what you're doing. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Rob, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, buddies, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, about a year ago, my girlfriend ended a 5-year relationship.
Yeah.
I told her I loved her. She had no answer for me.
Oh, Jesus.
It still, to this day, bothers the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Tried to get back with her. She wanted no part of it.
Yeah.
That's it, buddy.
And have you seen her since?
Yeah, I have, and it's even worse.
Because she looks better, right?
Yeah, I don't know if she looks better, if I just, think of her fondly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She with somebody else now?
Not that I know of, and I don't want to know about it either.
Well, just sometimes before you go to bed at night, just think of some guy fucking, laying on top of her. Maybe that'll help you a little bit. I'll tell you, they can get you crazy. As what I call the fucking weather test. You're not even in the same part of the fucking country. You'll watch the Weather Channel just to see whether she needs a fucking hat tomorrow. You're out of your mind. You see a map, and it reminds you of her. There she is, right there on that fucking map. She's down there somewhere.
I mean, how powerful are women that they can make Paul McCartney go nuts. I mean,
Thank you.
This guy should be the most stable fucking guy in the world.
And, you know, it happens that, look, fucking Bill Clinton was the fucking head of the strongest nation in the history of the world. And women fucked with his head. They have you. You cannot beat them.
And as much as Heather Mills has dragged Paul McCartney through the mud in this divorce, he would take her back tomorrow.
And the thing is, well, he might, but it wouldn't last. It would, you know, by that time tomorrow night, it would be fucked up. That's the thing. When you're thinking that way, when you're talking about bulldozing shit and getting her back and all... See, here's how fucked up we are. In every movie, the way you get back a chick, in real life, you get arrested for. You stand outside a fucking chick's house with two big speakers playing In Your Eyes. The fucking police come up. She's screaming to them, "He won't leave me alone! He won't leave me alone!" She's going out of her mind. You can't do anything about it. I don't care if you're fucking Paul McCartney. Doesn't matter. You can't do shit. If God was fair, he would show them to be 14 feet tall and us the same size we are now. Because that's what the fight is like.
We should just drop women in Iraq. They should be used as the bomb.
Well, it'll take time, but sooner or later we'll get to them. Sooner or later, the Iraqis will be like, I gotta get her back. And that's all they would be able to think about. And I'll tell you, we got all this science stuff. If we learn how to grow our own pussies, we might not have to deal with any of this shit.
I've tried pocket pussies.
Nothing works. Nothing works. You need a fucking chick, and here's the problem is, you really need that chick. The one who's punishing you right now. The one who you're like, yeah, I'm glad you're doing your own thing. And then you're fucking sitting there all night wondering. And then you get all the other things of, well, I know when she drinks, she gets a little fucking crazy. She gets a little out of her mind. I hope she's not dead. I hope she... You know what I mean? Yeah. Then you're acting like you're only going by her house to make sure she got home okay. And you think you're being... Oh, goddamn. Forget it. Forget it. There's nothing you can do about it. Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, Ronnie?
Yeah.
I moved with my girlfriend out of town. I'd gotten a new job, and she went back home to visit her family, and she sat on her cell phone, and she was out partying, and she was in a car with another guy. So I'm sitting there listening to her with this other guy and just screaming up and down on the phone while she's with him.
Yeah. Yeah, you make a fucking pathetic ass out of yourself. There's nothing you can do about it. You know, you go back and do that thing that Dave does, like when you were broke up, you try to find out what she did. That just makes you crazier. You're like, so, what was his name? Really? What do you do for a living? Well, you know what I mean? Like, anything, you try to compete with some memory of some guy, you're just out of your mind.
I call that the interrogation.
Yeah.
And not only that, but you never meet the guy, so then you formulate your own visual picture of him, and the picture is always better looking than you.
Oh, yeah, this big, massive cock.
Tab Hunter.
I got that fucking chef as Brad Pitt.
Hold on, I just want to see what this old lady said. Did you just say Tab Hunter?
Yes. Classic good looks.
Can the guys have a conversation here? This kind of shit is important to us. It really is. And it's being honest. We cannot win. We don't stand a chance. Why are we in this fucking thing? Fezzy, sometimes I think you're in the right business, smoking cock. It must be fucking fantastic.
It's not a business. I'd have cards.
Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, number one bad break of all times, O.J. Simpson.
And you know what? Everybody's... Maybe, of course, you don't do that thing, but you'll fucking think to yourself, I'll whack him, and you know what? If I see her crying, I'll whack her too. If I see her crying after I kill him, I'll know then. I don't have her.
I have this lake picked out by my house that I was like, well, if maybe I did whack her, no one's going to search this fucking lake.
Yeah, last thing they do.
Over.
Yeah, the last thing they ever do is fucking dredge a lake. Well, never happens.
That would be wild if Paul McCartney ended up offing this woman. Just in a jealous rage, she's found beaten with her own leg.
No different from O.J.
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising.
O.J. was a guy that you can't even remember what you thought about O.J. before this shit happened. But, he was out there on his own. he was and all with the rarefied air, and it wasn't good enough because he didn't have that one fucking broad. She had to go out and fuck somebody else, and it drove him out of his mind. And then women got mad when we would all go, well, you know, I mean, yeah, you shouldn't do it, but, well, you kind of know where. Women would get mad because they don't understand. We go to sick, terrible fucking places. We don't want to. It doesn't feel good there. It doesn't feel good to have these images jump in. It doesn't feel good to be the interrogator. We know it's a weak fucking feeling.
Yeah.
It's awful.
And that's all you think about. I thought about it all the time. If I could easily push her down the steps, no one would find out.
Enough with that. That's too far. Jay, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, Ron?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what you got to do. I was with this girl for 6 years, okay, and she broke up with me, and she started seeing this guy she met on MySpace. All right, I was going nuts.
By the way, can we all agree that the web has done nothing but fucking make it harder to keep a chick? Because these guys can be way cooler on the web than you can be in real life?
Second.
Exactly. Third. So she starts seeing him and everything, and I'm calling her, and she's still calling me, and I'm asking her things like, hey, you know, what's the guy like? What does he do? And just going completely insane. Well, she takes me back, finally, after like 3 months. What do? I look up my ex-girlfriend, get a blowjob, I'm set. I break up with her, no more feelings like that. I don't wonder where she's at. I don't wonder who she's fucking because I don't care anymore.
Yeah, one day it just stops for you, you know? And the thing is, when you are not that guy, you try to give all the advice in the world. Like if Earl was going through it, I would forget about when it happened to me. Dave would forget about what happened to him. But if fucking Dave started going through it, then Earl would suddenly feel superior. We always act like, you know, it's like this. It's like if you're fucking drowning and maybe you're only 2 feet away from the pier, but all you can picture is there's water in your lungs and your nose. You don't even reach out. You don't know how to get there. Now, to everybody standing on the pier going, what's this fucking idiot doing? Kick your feet one shot and you're fine. But when you're in the water, it's a whole different game. And that's what happens. And no one's able to you can't fix your friends. I see my friends shave their fucking heads. They got so fucking crazy over a woman. Just like, I don't know what I'm doing. There's a whole fresh start. They'll shave their fucking head down. They start fucking partying hard. You know you give them a she was a cunt anyway. It doesn't matter. This guy's suffering. Nothing you can do.
Try to find anything to rationalize it, anything to try to center it, and it just doesn't work.
The only thing that really works is time. But even that time, there's still that fucking pull, you know?
It just happened to a buddy of mine who called me up. And his chick made out with some other guy and called him the next day, crying and telling him about it.
Yeah, thanks for that, honey. I really fucking appreciate you coming clean. Yeah, the honesty means everything.
That's exactly what I said. I'd get rid of the bitch because the only reason to confess was to make herself feel better and you feel like shit. So now he's decided he'll stay together with her, but he's going to find a chick to cheat with. So now it's this whole weird
then the sickness just goes on and on and on. I mean, the only way you can get even is to move on and act like she doesn't exist. When you're doing stuff to hurt her later, it's still part of the illness. Wade, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron Fez. Listen, man, I was with my chick for 10 years. She left me for another dude, married him. Then she found out he was a kid toucher. Well, it turns out he blows his fucking brains out. She cremates him, comes back to me, and he now resides in my fucking closet.
I don't understand why you made this call to us.
Hope the three of you are happy together.
Shoot, man. Hey, it's satisfaction, because I told her he was a piece of shit.
Still bring it up to her? Every time you fight? Maybe you'd be more happy with your pedophile.
I bet before that relationship is done, she runs off with the bag of dust.
There'd be some dust and piss in that thing that was in my fucking closet. It would not fucking go down that way. Here's Eric. Eric, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy? Go ahead, Eric.
Oh, okay. Hey, how's it going, Ron and Fez?
Good, buddy.
I just started listening to y'all about a month ago when I got SM. Love your show.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, see, I've kind of had this situation where I've had some of these negative thoughts myself, and it's due to the fact, when there's a kid involved, it just makes it that much worse, Mine got with me. She wanted to have a kid. I wanted to wait because I had 2 from a previous relationship, and then she turned around and left me 2 weeks before Christmas, got back with me on Christmas, and then left me the day after Christmas. She really screwed around with me pretty bad. So
Are these the lyrics to a country song, or did this actually happen?
This really happened. It really happened. I send her a monthly check every week for child support. But I thought some real negative things, the things I'd like to do, and I'm just not that type of person to do it. So
Thank you, my friend. We all go through it one time or another. We all go through it. We're helpless. There's nothing we can do. We're going to lose this battle. It's like fucking fighting with snow. There's nothing you can do. You can shovel it back a little bit, but it's still fucking going to come on. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Yeah, I know everybody's been through this before with the chick, but it's amazing to me is how you will rationalize in your head that sitting outside of the bitch's house at 3 in the morning is perfectly sane.
Right.
And how it works out.
Yeah, it is. That is the fucking truth, that no matter what happens, at one point you go, wait a minute, I'm that fucking guy I never thought I was going to be. I am that fucking obsessive guy now. I've gone crazy.
You just tell yourself, I just want to make sure she's safe. So that's why I have to sit here with binoculars.
Or here's the weird thing. Even if another person doesn't know, even if you don't say it out loud, you're sitting at a party, everybody else is drinking, you haven't seen her in a year, you're fucking still thinking to yourself, where is she? What is she doing? You're saying other things. Oh, yeah, you're talking about Michael Richards. I don't think he's a racist, blah, blah, blah. But in your mind is someone fucking her from behind right now? Because that's how she likes it. That fucking whore. And you are out of your mind. You're a fucking crazy person. You may never get caught. You may judge other people that are doing the shit that we're talking about. But it is universal, at least in the heterosexual world. I don't know what women do. I don't know what gay guys do. But I know fucking straight guys cannot handle it. They're fucking defenseless.
It's torturous. I'd rather get kicked in the balls like 5 times than the pain that you feel that, she moved away. Why did she move away from me?
And people tell you to fucking drink, or what you need to do is get hammered. That's when you're going to make the dumb phone call.
Oh, yeah.
That's when you're going to make the world's worst phone call. 3 o'clock in the morning. Or, God forbid, you ever call like a mom or a best friend to... What is going on with her? Now you really sound crazy. Look, obviously, we're done. I was just checking with you to see if she's okay. Because now you sound like the obsessed maniac of all time. The more rational, the cooler you try to sound, the worse you are. Here's Bronx Johnny.
Good. I broke up with Cherry on Friday because ex picked up the phone when I called.
You just told us that you were in love.
Yeah, she kind of played me for a fool.
You were going to raise that kid as your own.
Yeah, he picked up the phone. I was like, yo, who's this? He's like, oh, it's Daddy. I'm like, who the fuck is Daddy? He's like, oh, the kid. I'm like, oh. So I felt stupid. I just hung up. So I just started drinking the whole weekend.
How you feel now?
I feel like shit. So.
Yeah. Well, look, my brother, everybody plays the fool. There are no exceptions to the rules. It just fucking happens. You are not going to get out of it. And it does feel terrible. The thing is, you could say it doesn't feel terrible, or good, she's a whore, whatever. It's your fucking cross to bear. You're the one who suffers.
Nah, it sucked too, because my friend, she's a chick, she's like, oh, we should go down there and beat her ass. I was like, it ain't that serious.
Right. That shit doesn't even help you.
Yeah,
Nothing helps you. Getting even doesn't help. Nothing changes. Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
My girlfriend of 2 years, who I was in love with, fucked my best friend. And it fucked me up so much that I could never forgive her. But somehow I managed to fucking forgive my best friend, and we're still friends. That girl, still the thought of her makes me crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Explain
and
that.
of course, it's not your best friend's fault. Nobody can fucking, we understand completely. He had to do what he had to do. How long ago has this been now?
This is 3 years.
And you're still thinking about her?
when I think about it, it's like, you get that heart flutter thing. It's still like that
Still
goddamn,
terrible.
it's somewhere between I love her, but I want to strangle her,
Sure.
But that guy is still my buddy. It's like never happened when I see him.
Of course, there's no sense in fucking, he did the only thing he could do, and you don't blame him for that.
You actually have more in common now.
Let's face it, if he didn't do it, he's gay. It's so true. This is for you, Johnny. I want you to enjoy this song.
Thanks,
you fucking idiot. You're in love with a titty dancer, which I know that you say it's impossible to do, and if you haven't done that, you're not a hetero either. Every guy has fallen for at least one titty dancer and thinks, if I ever find that uncle of yours, I'll kill him. You know what I mean? Everyone has fucking... Oh, shit. So tell me again, what did he do to you? And you find it's so sick, it's so fucking demented, and you can't get out of it. Oh, it's terrible.
She had your stepdad story trying to piss me off.
She had what?
A stepdad story where...
Sure she did.
She was on his lap, but he didn't have on pants or something like that, so...
Tell me that. Do me a favor, write that one down for me. I'm going to read it later. Give me a picture of it. Of course, every fucking dancer has that. And of course, each one of them has a kid, which you suddenly act like you care about. Hey, what do you say, sport? See that glove I got you?
I actually did buy him a little football.
Of course you did.
It sucks.
Here's John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, 4 years ago, day after Christmas, chick leaves me, right? I'm married now, and about 6 months ago, about a year ago, I'm a truck driver. I was driving past the college she used to go to. My fucking chest hurt so bad, I thought I was having a heart attack. I thought I was going to jackknife my truck. 3 years went by, and still today, as you stay and talk about it, it just fucking sucks.
All right, here's the thing, John. Do you think they know? Do you think in their dark, awful black hearts, they understand that they have this power over us?
I think they do, Mr.
They don't.
Yeah.
I don't think they know.
I don't think they do either. It's like, I don't think a shark knows if it kills a baby. I don't think it bothers them.
I have to disagree. I think that they do know, and in some ways, women always blame guys for calling us quote unquote dogs because we want to bang everything, but they're a little bit worse because they're more conniving because they want to bang a lot of guys and sometimes do.
But first of all, for us, I mean, I don't give a shit if you're Brad Pitt. It's still an accomplishment when you fuck a chick. A woman, it's a choice. A woman for her to sleep with someone is like us jacking off. It is their choice 100% of the time, which may be why they just think of us as jack-offs. Like, anyone could do it. It could happen at any time.
But I think that they still wield their power and they pretend that they don't know what's going on when they do know what's going on.
I don't think they know that fucking years later we're thinking about them. You're thinking about him when you're with someone else. That fucking Counting Crows line where I'll be thinking of you when she's sleeping into something more comfortable. Yeah. Because you can't fucking stop. No one knows this. No one knows who each one of us has in our heads right now. If you fucking lived a life, those fucking women are in there. And again, think about it when you're watching the fucking weather report on TV. Wonder if that bitch has got a fucking coat on tomorrow.
I've used the Google Map thing. That's my thing. I always
You're gonna end up looking at the top of her house.
I do. I go to because the English chick. Sometimes I Google Map. Shepherd's Bush is the name of the town that she lived in.
And her nickname.
And so I Google it and see what the hell is going on. See if I could maybe see her apartment. Depressing.
Horrible. Terry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Man, one time when me and my girlfriend broke up, I saw her with the new guy, and as soon as they saw me, they just started making out. I pulled the guy out of his fucking truck and beat his fucking ass bad. Because I was crazy like that, you know?
Well, you know what? I mean, here's the thing. You can't blame the guy. I mean, you did something fucking sick. Every one of us has... while we're banging a chick, made her call her next boyfriend and talk to him on the phone while it's happening. Now call your boss after this. You know, you make her run through the Rolodex and do all those fucking horrible things. So God, for you, that beat his ass, yeah, it's going to make you feel better, but let's face it, he's in the same fucking place as you. Your crab's in a pot. you're fucking powerless. Women are the Muhammad Alis of the world. There's no fucking stopping them. They can't be touched. They can't be defeated.
That moment, I had that incredibly awkward moment where this chick I was dating, this was about 6 years ago.
White chick?
No, black chick.
Really, you?
Yes.
Okay.
But this was, and there was, I think it was like the Hoboken Street Festival. I'm walking down the street and there she is.
Big ass.
Actually, she had an unbelievable body.
I'm sure.
She shows up and she was like, "Hey, Aaron, what are you doing here?" And I'm like, "I'm here like everyone else. I'm just here at the Hoboken Street." And she's with the new guy.
Mm-hmm.
And all that, it was the most awkward moment of my life. It was the most awkward 2 minutes of my life. And all I kept thinking about the rest of the day is, I wonder if he bangs her the same way.
Sure.
I mean, all these other different things. I'm like, I wonder if he likes it the way she
Here's
likes
the thing. And after you walked away, she didn't even think about you again.
Oh.
And here's the problem. You could be in the fucking nicest car. You could be having the best. It doesn't matter. She still won. She could be with a fucking crackhead. Guess who won? Her.
I felt so small the rest of the day. I was just sort of like, I just felt like
your tiny little dick.
Yeah, I felt like nothing.
You're just walking around with that fucking miniature cock of yours, the world's smallest black cock, unable to please women. Is that how you felt?
Oh, Earl.
She couldn't even feel it in that big ass of hers.
Not that bad.
You have every right to feel bad, Earl.
Yeah.
But I still cringe just thinking about that moment. It's just like, it was one of the most awkward moments of my life.
Yeah, I understand, Earl. It's terrible. All right, here's the enemy, Monica.
Hey guys, I'm fine. Go Bears! Woohoo!
Go Bears!
That's right, the Bears. I just want to say that there are guys that have power over girls as well. I dated a guy who, like, no matter what he did or what he said, I would always come crawling back like a fool, and he was such an ass.
You know why we do that, right? That's what I call the under my thumb syndrome, where you will fucking, if you find out you have even the slightest bit of power, you got to use it. You got to use it to feel some kind of manhood for yourself. And
but that's fucked up.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and any dominatrix will tell you this, that in the fucking dom sub world, it's the fucking sub that holds the power, because they're the one that makes things happen. Without them, there is no game.
But see, it was like so bad because he would break up with his girlfriend or something, and he'd call me, and of course I'd say, "Oh, no problem, honey," and then we'd screw, and then he's like, "Oh, well, I'll call you."
You'd be on your knees in a fucking heartbeat, right?
Yeah, I would, and it was so pathetic.
But know this: that's because someone that he really cared about was out there. You think of yourself less as the girlfriend, more like the cum dumpster, somebody for him to come and just drop someone to kind of forget about his problems.
Right.
Yeah. You're just like some Chicago girl that he could fucking batch into.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Guys suck.
The guy was Ditka.
No.
Was it Ditka?
No. Yeah. No, it wasn't.
Think of it this way. You were helping him getting along.
Yeah, and he was helping me, I guess, too, but...
Sure.
Still fucked up.
All right.
So, girls aren't the only guilty one.
Yeah, you are. All right, peace out. Now, this is more of a relationship. The way Mick treats them.
And the guy was probably doing that in revenge for getting shat on by bitches, too.
Yeah.
So it was your fault, Monica.
Yeah, that's the fat girl thing.
Yeah.
You can't blame him there. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
All right, man, don't cut me short here. Fell in love with a girl, was in love with her head over heels for 3 years.
Fell in love with a girl.
And for 3 years, it was the most perfect thing in the world. And then we broke up.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is 20 years later. And my friend that I grew up with, I'm 3 states away, and I've been married for 20 years. My buddy is a county sheriff in the town where she's at. And he calls me about 10 years ago and goes, "Man, you're not going to believe who I just arrested for, like, prostituting for crack." I'd still take her back.
Of course you would. It's the best thing that ever happened to you.
No, man, it would be like the end of my life, but I love her.
Yeah.
It
doesn't make sense. It's not about making sense. It's something cellular. It's something beyond your control.
It's just men and women, Mr. B.
Maybe it is.
It's just what we got inside our bodies. We got lots of little sperm.
You think it's just sperm now? Because it gets... I mean, you can fucking dump that sperm everywhere. This is something else. Something is happening that's holding your mind, your heart, your soul.
It's like chemical. It's like a drug.
It is like being a junkie. And it's just like, you know how guys will be at AA meetings after 20 years going, I haven't had a drink today. I fucking thought about it, though. That's how you are with this one broad.
I always hear, like, certain people, when you connect, it's a pheromone thing, too, at the same time, reactions and shit.
Right, but why, man? Why that chick? Why not the nice chick?
I have no idea.
Why the fucking psychomaniac broad? Why this fucking crazy fucking bitch who's going to yell out, now cut me, at the most inappropriate time, you know? Why do they hurt you so much? It's fucking amazing. Amazing. Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddies?
Yeah.
I had the same problem. I started dating one of my fraternity brother's ex-girlfriends. She was insane, completely psycho, made me depressed. So she ends up breaking up with me, and she starts hanging out with the ex-boyfriend again. So I'm at the same place as him one night, and keep in mind we're fraternity brothers. I'm wasted. I go outside and key his car. The next morning, it's blatantly obvious I did it, but I had to deny it. So it just shows you what these women can do to you, where a guy can be your best friend one minute, and then you turn on him.
You turn him into a fucking retard. It's like dogs chasing the same bone. A dog will fucking bite another dog over that dumb bone.
Terrible.
All right, peace out.
Yep.
You know, like, I think the amazing thing is not that we do these stupid things. I think the amazing thing is we don't do them more. We show how civilized we are. That 99% of the time, we just fucking walk wounded. We walk through this fucking world acting like these scars don't exist. Acting like poor fucking Johnny didn't call his stupid stripper in Cleveland the other day and Daddy answers the phone.
Yeah.
Why would she tell you this whole lie when she came here?
She actually told me they broke up, and I guess he came back in the picture some shit during the week. And then
that was fast.
Yeah, I felt bad, so I called my grandma who's on vacation. She's like, what I told you about them hoes. Oh, and I felt stupid, man.
Grandmother's smart.
Yeah.
What I tell you about them hoes? You couldn't have wiser fucking words.
She said it in Spanish, though, but...
It sounds better in Spanish,
yeah,
I'm sure.
It does.
I'm sure it sounds better. Jake, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm dealing with one of these fucking losers right now, man. My wife dated a guy before we got married. This was 3 years ago. She only dated him a couple of months. And, you know, she didn't like the guy. She blew him off. The fucking guy still bothers her to this day. He found my name and wrote a letter to my parents saying she's a whore, she's this and that, what she did to me. My fucking parents like, is this guy retarded? Like, what do we care?
Yes, he is retarded.
Like, what do we care about a guy that she dated fucking 3 years ago before you got married? The guy's he's insane.
You may have to put him down like he was a rabid dog. He's not himself anymore. It's like 28 days, right? He's a zombie now. You can't think of him as the way he was before this pain happened. He's fucking infected.
Listen, he got my parents' fucking address because they're listed in the yellow pages. My fucking parents are 76 years old. They fucking get this letter. They're like, what the fuck is this?
And he thinks, here's what kills me. He thinks at the time he did the right thing. He is out of his mind. He is fucking loony. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ.
And how many wacky ideas went through his head before he came upon the one of, I know, I'll write those 76-year-old parents.
Sometimes, Fez, I gotta admit, I admire you.
Oh, thank you.
You don't have any of these thoughts. Yeah, you go out, you keep all your money, you wander through the Apple store looking like a fucking homeless bum, muttering to yourself.
I don't mutter, I'm not a homeless bum.
Now, this Apple store, was it an orchard, or are we talking about computers?
It was computers, the brand new Apple store on Fifth Avenue.
All right, let's talk to a troubadour, somebody who knows how to treat women, somebody who knows how to get over. It's Brother Joe. Brother Joe, how are you, my friend?
I got to say, absolutely compelling radio, boys. I've been listening, since the start of the show, and
You guys are just doing a great job.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
Yeah, I absolutely love the subject matter. Getting back to the whole woman thing. Not since I was 14 and my little girlfriend Beverly broke my fucking heart have I been in that position where I felt like my world was over, ever. And I've been through some girls, man.
When I was in 9th grade, I think the beginning of 9th grade year, a girl broke up with me so bad that I saw my father and my brother both feel bad for me. And they went like this, "How you doing, pal? What's up, chief?" And I went, holy shit. For these two pricks not to use this to bust me up, I must really be in bad shape.
I've had times, man, where I talked to Anthony through some bad breakups and stuff. And it's horrible, man. It's pathetic to watch somebody, especially someone close to you, getting that beat up by a woman.
And even when you think they're over it, no, they're going to go back and do something stupid later. They're all like, "Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it." You'll see them 2 weeks later. They're a fucking sopping mess.
I know. Well, very cathartic experience for me was writing up a little song parody. I don't know if you guys have a hold of it, but if you feel like playing it, you have my express permission to just throw it up on the air, man.
All right, Joe. Thanks a lot, bro.
You know the one I'm talking about, right?
We sure do.
All righty, brother.
Peace.
See you later.
C is for the way you crap on me. U is 'cause you're ugly, and so's your peach. N's for no, I never told you that I railed your sister. T, thanks for the Hummers, they were better than your mother's. Cunt is all you'll ever be, it's true. Cunt, you must be more than one, you're two. Pew, your gas is stanky, and your ass is always cranky. Cunt, the word was made for you. C is for castration, try that on me. Hey, hey, you, well I urinate here, have a shot, it's free. N's for some big Negro, tearing up your leather Cheerio. T, you friggin' twat, no, you will never be forgotten. Cunt is all you've ever been to me. A cunt, and a really big one, and all my friends agree. You're that slang word for vagina, can't describe you any finer. Cunt, the word's just right for you. Whoa, cunt, the word was made for you. Cunt, the word's made for you.
So well put. Thank you so much, Brother Joe. Yeah, maybe that is the only way. That's why we need art in this world. That's why we need poets, people that can express what we're trying to say. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Ian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, it seems like the stories all have kind of a similar situation where the guys get broken up, the girl dumps a guy, and, that's out of the guy's control, and no man can handle rejection.
Out of your control is right, and it is a terrible feeling. I mean, Dave, even though you brought your chick back, right?
Yes.
After, she's been with several chefs.
One, to be exact. But
wow.
Still, I had to, because it was rather...
Even though he dropped a load down her throat?
I don't have any comment for that, but... even with the shenanigans that they did together,
wow.
I would rather have her in my possession than him doing it to her.
Yeah. So you feel like she's in your possession now?
Somewhat, yeah.
Did you ever punish her for it?
No, I slap her bottom sometimes, pretty hard.
Bottom? What is she, a baby?
I slap her ass.
She's a fucking infant?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I play the games, I guess, I guess I make her do the housework and stuff. That's kind of my revenge. Make sure this place is clean when I get home today. I want to see the dishes all washed up. Things of that nature. Doesn't work.
I can't imagine. First of all, how do you keep a fucking dirt floor clean? I mean, basically, you got to live in like a Revolutionary War bride. It's not easy at all.
We got a good mop, Mr. B.
And map. Hey, Casey. Casey, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good.
Casey Alon from Pal Talk.
Hey, how are you?
I'm the girl who got dumped on Post-it notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. But I wanted to say I have advice for all the lonely people out there.
Yeah.
Meet someone on Pal Talk. I did.
All right, now who did you meet?
I can't reveal his name. It's a secret.
Oh, you're not so... Casey's not single anymore. Oh, that's
No,
depressing.
well, I'm still single, but we're seeing how it goes. But he's awesome. See? It all works out.
Now, is he a local guy?
He's up in New York, and I'm in North Carolina, but we're working on it.
So what do you do right now? You just look at each other on Pal Talk and say we're in love?
No,
Yeah.
we look at each other on Pal Talk and actually sit in silence, which is kind of comforting.
Just stare at each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you saying you would never trust your chick on Pal Talk, Dave?
No, absolutely not. There's a lot of guys there, very handsome chaps that would probably steal her instantly.
Sure.
But I'm allowed to go on, and I've looked at Casey several times.
Yeah. Did you look silently at her while she screamed?
Sure.
All right, so you're saying Pal Talk, the way to meet people.
Telling you.
And just like any bar, though, it's still a woman's world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Without question.
All right, peace out, Case.
Bye, guys.
I wouldn't trust that Pal Talk.
They own Pal Talk.
Yeah.
So hot, so into the technology of it. I love it.
Hey, Indy Trucker, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Hey, Bronx Johnny. Read your post on Friday, and I was just feeling for you to send you out support. And I like your second bulletin how you're like, P.S. man, I'm really drunk. So I'm just giving you a shout-out, mad support.
Where did you write this at, Johnny?
I'm on MySpace. When I get really down, I just hit MySpace hard.
God. See, that's the worst possible thing. So you just get out there on your MySpace and say that I feel bad?
Yeah, I had
That makes you feel better?
In a way, I guess, because you get it. I was ready to punch somebody, but I had nobody
Here's what you
to
got to
punch.
do as a man. You keep it in until you get stomach cancer. That's what you got to do.
These damn computers.
Yeah. Here's, let me go to Jarrett. Jarrett, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was dating this girl for 2 years. She goes away for a semester away from school during college. I drop her off at the airport before she goes. Comes back. I thought something was up. I hack into her email account over the summer because she's gone in Hawaii. Found out she banged one of her teachers. And so I find out about this. While she's away in Hawaii, she's working there. I buy her a flight, even though she did this to me because I still love her. I buy her a flight to go to another island because she was going to be by herself for a week. I'm scarred for life.
Yeah, nothing you can do about it. Look, Johnny's just nodding his head. Yeah, I understand, man. Matt, you're on Fez. Go ahead, Matt.
All right, how you doing, man? I miss Bukkake Fest, first off.
Wow.
Holy cow, we were getting down and out here and all about the women shit, dude. And then Big Brother played that song for us. Brightened our day right up.
So this is why we need art. This is why we need art and music in this world. It can pull us all back together.
And their distractions.
Yeah.
You just need anything to think about. A Rubik's Cube.
No.
Something. Just...
Well, Madden will get you out of more bad feelings than anything else. I mean, I don't know what we'd do without Madden. Fez, you don't even play, do you?
No, I don't play any video games.
I don't think if I had Madden, I think I'd be a cutter. I think I'd go one way or the other. For me, it actually feels that way. Speaking of being a cutter, your team is just so embarrassingly bad now. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It's just awful. 3-9 now.
They and the Oakland Raiders sitting at the bottom. And remember, this was, 3 years ago? That was the Super Bowl, or 4 years ago?
January 2003.
Yeah.
So going on 4.
4 years ago.
Wow. That's pretty pathetic.
The league is pathetic.
Is there any hope as far as a draft pick? Is any player coming out that'll turn the franchise around?
They gave away those draft picks, remember, to get them. Oakland has all their draft picks, and I guess has done nothing with them. And your Giants, what an embarrassing loss yesterday.
They're done.
Not kill, but I mean, get rid of Tom Coughlin. Even if it's during the season, he has got to go. And here's why. Everyone says, oh, it's Eli, he sucks. Eli had a great game yesterday. 270, 2 touchdowns, no picks, and they still lost because Tom Coughlin's made them into the NFC Raiders. Everyone gets personal fouls It's insane. This guy doesn't know anything about discipline. It's a bunch of wild people there.
How about LT yesterday? He's now up to 26 touchdowns.
LT is the best.
28 is the season record.
Yeah.
So he's at 26 with 4 games to go. LT is going to shatter that record.
At one time in your life, kids, you'll tell your grandchildren that you watched football when LT played.
No. Unless you're talking about Lawrence Taylor, there's only one LT. So please, enough with that.
There's one LT, and it's LaDainian Tomlinson.
He is not the LT.
He's going to end up becoming the greatest running back of all time.
I'd put him right after Barry Sanders. In my lifetime that I've seen running backs, right after Barry Sanders, man.
Wow, high praise. LT.
It's not LT.
Shocking the world.
There's only one LT. Yeah. Lawrence Taylor, New York Football Giants, 86.
What game we got tonight?
Tonight is Carolina and the Eagles.
Yeah, no sense watching that one. Another Monday night game of who cares about the third-string Eagles team. Looks like Dallas going to win their division. And it'll probably go down to Dallas-Chicago in Chicago at the end of the year.
Yeah, the only other team that's in that mix, Seattle, the Saints, still have a decent record, but I don't see any of those. It will be Dallas-Chicago.
And for a team that's 10-2, is there more people hating Rex Grossman right now? There's so much turmoil. The writers want to run this guy out of town.
First of all, the guy his rating was 2.8 yesterday. That's pretty fucking poor.
He threw for like 39. I know I'm a Bears fan. He threw for like 39 yards. That pissed me the fuck off. He had like 6 completions.
Yeah.
I had 30 fucking yards.
When you throw for 39 yards, you think, what, one pass? No. The entire day. He was just hideous.
I mean, Lovie Smith, their head coach, had to actually say during the press conference, he's our quarterback. We're 10-2 with him. And there's no reason to change, and that's the end of that. And then they had Urlacher on. He was just like, well, the defense just has to step it up for another game. When the offense is struggling.
You know what? Let me tell you something. Urlacher may be the most frightening man that is alive today. If this guy would have been with the Nazi party, we would have lost that fucking war. He is the scariest son of a bitch I've ever seen in my life.
It was right after the game. The guy who did the post game, he was so afraid to put the microphone in his face because he just looked like he just had this fire in his eyes. He was just like,
wasn't that what's his name? Fat fuck down on there.
Oh, Tony Saragusa. Yeah,
was Saragusa doing it?
And he's like holding a mic like far away. He's like, hey, Brian. I mean, he's so physically imposing.
The only thing Saragusa will hold close is a hoagie. That fucking animal. I don't know why they don't let him in the booth. I find it so embarrassing.
There's no room.
He's got to walk around like that.
I know why. He interrupts Dick Stockton, who is trying to call a game, and you hear Saragusa going, there it is! There it is! Throw the ball! Well, and Dick Stockton's like, I'm trying to do play-by-play here.
Because you can't see the guy doing play-by-play. If you're down on the field, you probably, after a while, you think you're watching a fucking game. It's the worst setup ever.
But an analyst is never supposed to talk during the play. It's when
he doesn't know he's even part of it anymore. He thinks that his mic gets turned off. He's just a fat guy at a game at that point.
He never knows when he's on camera. That fat back is what they might as well put GoldenPalace.com on the back of him because his back is constantly to the camera.
Yeah, it's a mess. NFL's a mess right now.
But he did call a touchdown yesterday before Dick Stockton did.
He was stepping all over him. It's like, this is Dick Stockton here.
Bernie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, talking about the Texans, did you see David Carr throwing for -5 yards, yet still winning the game? Fortunately, we were playing the Raiders.
How do you throw for -5 yards?
In a win?
Yeah.
Yeah, in a win, you're getting sacked all the time.
It isn't a win if it's over the Raiders. You ought to get a half fucking point if you beat the Raiders.
The Texans didn't complete a pass in the second half, which is the first time that's happened since 1981.
That's like watching the Army-Navy game, where guys don't throw.
For a game that's all about tradition, that Army-Navy game is the worst. There are most, national...
that's real college football. Like, you do something before you play football. That's the way college football was until probably the 60s. Like, there are more important things in football. That's how those guys play. It's like watching an intramural game. And to me, it is the one football game I got to see every year. And once in your life, you got to get your ass down there and see that fucking game. We're going to shave his head, right? And then we better get going soon. It's almost 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention today. Corey, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why, when Fez is mentioning teams in the NFC elite, why he just brushes the Saints to the side without any justification whatsoever.
Reggie Bush, 4 TDs yesterday, Fez. I thought the guy was going to be a bust, but I got to give it up to him.
He's coming on strong, but I just don't see the Saints standing up to Dallas or Chicago.
I think both teams are very beatable. I don't see either one of those teams as being one of the greats. We already talked about that Chicago doesn't have a real offense, and this Romo thing can't go on forever. Sooner or later, he's got to show his true colors. We got a break. We come back. We're shaving Eastside Dave's head.
Let's do it.
Ron and Fez Show.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley, The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.
Ron and Fez Show. Hey, special thanks to Dr. Steve, who surprised me with some big cigars.
That Dr. Steve, he's always thinking of other people. I guess that's why he went into the medical industry.
Dr. Steve, Mikey Boy, they are the top of the tops. Time to shave ahead. Eastside Dave is lost on his Rutger team.
Yeah, they disappointed me. What can I say? It was a great game. Overtime, 41-39. But
didn't make it a great game. Close doesn't mean great. It was a shabby game by two shabby teams. By the way, those West Virginia kids celebrate for no reason. They will get up and start prancing around after a block. It just annoys me. Here's another thing that's got to be straightened out, Earl. The bathroom here at XM is so disgusting, it's as bad as any KOA campground in America. What the hell is that smell?
I don't know. It is a portalet in there. Is it coming from the alley, Earl?
Johnny says he has a theory on it. Bronx Johnny, where's that bad smell coming from?
I think it's what they use to clean with. The actual product itself has that bad
What are
odor.
they cleaning with? Diarrhea? Because it's a shit smell.
Yeah, it smells
It
fucking awful.
smells like a dead dog suddenly had explosive diarrhea. Earl, let's start shaving that head. We've got less than 25 minutes left. Can you do a quick one for us?
Oh, yeah. We definitely make him like a red cantaloupe.
You want to do some stages? Do we want to see what he would look like if he was... How about if we just go for the kind of Larry Fine look, and he's just bald on top at first, nothing on the sides. And then we leave the sides.
Okay.
So just on the top, yeah.
Eastside Dave getting his head shaved.
Yeah. This looks like Mad Magazine joined the army already.
You gotta wonder, the rest of his skin is so pale. Now we're gonna actually see scalp skin that has never seen the light of day.
I'm a little horrified myself. I'd never even got like a buzz cut since I was about 11 years old, but then the kids called me a redhead Pee Wee Herman, so I stopped that whole look.
I'm thinking about going shaved next, but more of an Al Dukes thing where you leave something, not the Black Earl complete skin on skin.
I like that look. That's like a Corbin Burnson look. Real tight.
He's got the world's oldest references, I know. What did you say today, Tad Hunter?
Tab Hunter.
I just get the feeling of you homeless, but with a bunch of old movie magazines.
Look at these beautiful locks.
Look at that ugly head.
Oh.
All right, oddly enough, you just aged 25 years. Why we sat here.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that your red hair is so childlike that it gives you a boyish thing. But now your true age is coming through, and you look elderly almost.
You really do.
All the maybe damage to my liver is hidden by the red hair.
Wow, are you a mess?
I'm really going to be depressed about this. I know.
I'm depressed looking at you.
Yeah.
I really wish you weren't doing it.
Ew, you can see veins in his head up there.
This has his mandrill scalp.
Yeah, put your head down a little bit. I don't even recognize you. Yeah, it's a very, it's a rough patch we got up there, Earl, no doubt about it.
Well,
Earl likes nothing better than shaving heads.
Earl's Barbershop, we cut heads.
Yeah, he loves it.
Not so bad right now. I mean,
See, that's him.
I haven't seen myself in the mirror yet, though, so
You don't want to.
I feel like it's going to be Jack Nicholson in the first Batman movie.
Just reach up and feel with your right hand, just to, because you've never felt that before. Is it weird? Yeah.
Oh,
it's Dave at 50.
And my hair.
Here, turn around. Let me say. Yeah. Oh, it's really a great look.
He looks like Ron Howard.
Do we got a little camera or something we could, take off a picture of him like this?
Yeah, they're in my jacket pocket.
Like a Clint Howard thing? Oh, no, Ron Howard's bald now, too.
Yeah, completely bald like that on top.
Yeah.
And I was really kind of pleased with my hair the past couple of weeks. I thought I had
it
a
looked
good
fantastic.
haircut. Yeah.
It looked great this morning when you came in. I really wish you wouldn't do this. Don't shave your head.
Thanks, Mr. B.
Yeah.
I mean, for saying that now. What the hell? The
Frankenberry came by and kicked the goddamn
The Clippers just cut me in the back.
Yeah.
What a dope that
By the way,
Frankenberry is.
Frankenberry, grab this mic right here. I found out that none of the other guys like you.
I guess not.
Did you hear the other day when I brought up the fact? Yeah. Johnny, they all feel weird around you.
That's news to me.
Yeah, the whole gang, they think you're peculiar. I first, take the mic down off your head. So pose for the fucking picture, you idiot.
Oh, I didn't realize you were taking a picture. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the whole thing here. Just get off a couple shots.
Very soft hair,
now turn around so we get the back. Yeah, that's the shot I really like.
The back is the best.
You did a great job of male pattern balding in the back.
What?
You just look like Grandpa Red. And that's always sad when a guy gets called Red and he doesn't even have hair anymore. Radio Shark wants to say something to you. Radio Shark, you're playing the character Rick today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, next time, make Dave cut his own hair without the help of mirrors. And tell him to watch out for his ears.
Oh, Rick. Shave it up. Shave her down.
I got the feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair.
Thanks, Rick. Radio Shark's real name is Rick. What is his real name? Does anybody know?
I have no idea.
I thought I heard it could have been Patrick, but then he also said it could have been John. So we don't know.
John Patrick. Those are some decent clippers, Earl. They're going right through that red mane.
It's virgin hair.
Never shaved.
I had 3 chicks.
No,
2.
He's never had it shaved this close, so it's easier to cut.
Well, to have the chick dick in. So, Frankenberry, why do the guys find you weird nod?
I don't know. Johnny's never said that to me, so.
Johnny, why do all the guys find him weird nod? You don't have to say it for you personally, but everybody.
Like, every time you chill with him, he picks his face and stuff. Like, it don't bug me, I guess, but, like, he does it all the fucking time.
What's he do?
He picks on his face and shit.
All right, stop picking on your face.
Oh. I didn't know that bothered other people.
Yeah, don't pick at your face and you'll be fine. I kind of like the kid.
Thank you, Ron.
Sure, buddy.
I think some of the guys think he's quote-unquote creepy.
Yeah. How could you say that? You're sitting there fucking covered in your own red locks.
I looked normal before.
Now let me go to Bill, the producer. Bill, you had to go through creepy guy stuff with the other guys at first, right?
Oh, yes. Lots of creepy guy stuff.
Who was most weirded out by you?
Most weirded out by me?
Yeah.
I would guess probably Anthony.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he seemed to...
But I remember even the kids on the O&A staff, they weren't inviting you out to go drinking and stuff at first.
Oh, it's just like now.
They still don't?
Nah.
You're still creepy?
Yeah.
Hey, at least you're down in Florida with everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
No,
I
no.
fucked up by saying that.
Yeah, I'm not fine.
Oh, Dave, you look terrible. You know what you look like is a fucking chicken hook.
Yeah, I'm starting to not.
It looks like when they pulled the wig off that old lady in Silkwood.
Yeah, a recently hatched bird is where I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I like this. Are you going to leave the fucking lamb chops on, even though he's bald?
Why not?
Yeah, I like that.
Can I wear a wig, maybe, or is that
Yeah,
not
sure.
allowed?
Always
Okay.
put on a wig.
All right.
I'd pick a bright red one.
I'm comfortable with a wig.
We actually do have a bright red one in the back office, so.
Go get it for him, would you, right now? Just, thanks, Frankenberry.
There you go,
I'm going to count,
Creepy.
Frankenberry. Run, see how fast you can be. I'm going to try to get you. 1, 2. It's like a little contest. 3, hurry.
There's no running with him.
Yeah, there's not.
He's like mall walking.
I am in a world of shit. Look at you, you fucking maniac.
You know, Dave, you shouldn't do this because it's like you're at that age where it may not come back.
Don't do it, Dave.
What? I have to. You didn't. I have to do it now.
If you haven't had your head shaved before the age of 25, you could lose.
Yeah.
No one ever told me that.
You got a nice horseshoe working anyway. Now that we see you without, we see the actual pattern to your hair.
What do you mean horseshoe? I have hair. I had hair.
I mean the Buckeyes should be playing on your scalp.
Oh. I wish people had given me this input before the clippers hit my head.
Yeah, we should have.
As opposed to afterwards.
Really still.
Let's send you and Homeless Fez out and see who draws more attention first.
You got some big-ass ears, too, Dave.
This isn't helping, though. I'm already a very self-conscious guy, you know?
You are?
Yeah, I am.
I always thought you were happy-go-lucky. All right, here, put on your wig and see if it helps. Put on this is like your nice red hair.
Nice big red afro.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks just as good. Turn around.
I feel fantastic.
You look just as good with that.
No, I feel good.
Yeah. Now you still going to swim in the 1932 Olympics? Deanne, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
I'm sorry, I know you hate to be asked that. I have to say, this could spell big trouble for Dave because his girlfriend was so mad when he came home with the tattoo. What do you think she's going to do when he comes home with the bald head?
What's she going to do?
She's going to be very, very pissed, but hair grows back.
Make it seem like it's your idea since instead of blaming everything on me. Or at least blame something on Fez every once in a while. That girl went from loving me to despising me.
Yeah, I figure she...
You tried to talk him out of it. He insisted.
I figured I might as well not ruin Fez in her eyes, so I just keep blaming stuff on you. This way.
Earl, you got to start getting on the razor.
Yeah, we're going to have enough time to get back to this, Earl?
See you guys.
Yeah, we got the 5-blader, which goes very much quicker.
Oh, 5-blader. Congratulations.
I'm not sure I trust him with a real razor around my head, though.
Why not? It's fantastic. He's the best there's ever been.
I'll treat your head as if it were my own.
Oh, that's nice of you, Earl. All right, time to get some of this stuff going on his head. Right now, you look like you're on your way to the Civil War. You really do. You look like a young bluebelly.
I just saw a picture of I saw myself in the ceiling mirror, and it's...
Do you ever see yourself before this, though? You've always been hideous. I mean, it's not like we can make it better.
Ow, whoa!
What
is he putting on my head?
Just a little bit of hot water.
Ow.
Just a little bit of hot water.
I know, but it's really hot.
Hot or comfortable?
No, there's like a big tingle there.
That's piss.
It's a little uncomfortable.
That hot water you feel right now is just urine. It's a black man's urine.
Oh,
that looks nice when you just sit there with a little dab of shaving cream on your head.
Like you're the Dairy Queen.
It's so funny. The shaving cream is on. It's like blue. That kind of makes your skin tinge blue. We only say you have red skin because it's reflective of your hair.
Well, I guess I am a chameleon of sorts.
Yeah.
This feels a little better. The water that I put on my head was a little warm for my taste, but this has got a nice, cool feel to it.
Good. Glad to hear it.
You going to be on that Rutgers bandwagon next year?
No, I think I'm done with the Jersey Boys.
Why don't you go to that play for Christmas? The Jersey Boys.
I think I'm done. I think I'll just stick with Irish Notre Dame football.
Oh, you'll love that loss then.
And I got Taylor Hicks's album next week, so.
Oh, yeah, what exactly is that bet?
That bet is Taylor Hicks, his debut CD comes out, and if it hits number 1, I have to get my head shaved the exact same way Dave's doing his today.
Now, I saw Taylor Hicks on TV when they lit the Christmas tree, and he did a song, and I got to tell you, Fez, hideous. So, it looked like a middle-aged guy. It looked like a guy playing Huey Lewis tunes at a wedding. He's just not a star. I don't care what happened last year, but I still think he's going to get to be number 1.
They've put off the CD release like 3 times now.
Wow, have you already cut his head?
Yeah, I'm already starting to chop him.
No, I mean, is he drawing blood, or is that just like a rash? He's got like sensitive Irish skin.
I think he's a bleeder. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. He's pushing that razor on my head like.
Push it good.
Yeah, but I'm not cattle. Mr. B. I don't need to be
Who
branded.
shaves cattle?
I just mean he's putting on like the Iron Brand. I'm not a cow here. Just take.
You want to hear the song Iron Brand by Ozzy?
Yeah, I'll take it.
I am Iron Brand. Listen to it scrape. Go ahead, get that mic right up on it. You're going fast, Earl. I don't know how we ended up waiting so late in the show to start this. It was a stupid idea. Look at the patchiness of it all.
Thank you.
No, it's not a good thing.
Oh.
No.
But you know what they say is that when you shave hair, usually it grows back even thicker. So maybe this is a good way, like a good thing for me to do.
That's only on your ass, not on your head.
We don't have time to do your ass today.
I don't want my ass done.
I don't know. A bald head might look better on you than red hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the red hair is unbecoming by hair.
Oh, yeah, it's hideous. You're a fucking gingerhead. Everything about you is unbecoming, Dave.
What if I try the goatee, the Stone Cold type deal?
Go ahead and go for it, yeah. Matter of fact, I want 07, all you guys, just to grow big, thick mustaches and follow me around.
My smart a little.
Okay. No.
He's got a little trough going across his head, too, like when he was born and his skull cap didn't exactly, those plates didn't slam shut tight enough.
Well, my brother dropped me on my head. One of my brothers did.
When you were blowing him?
No.
That's wrong.
I was way too young for that. No, when I was like 6 months or so, and he was 4.
What is the proper age when you're old enough to blow your brother?
3.
He was jealous because there was a new kid in town, Davy Mac.
I don't want to hear it.
Dave, I mean, Dave's definitely a bleeder.
Ow, 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 ow. Ooh. Just be gentle.
Well, his
big black hands.
His hair is so curly, there's like 10 different grains that you can go against on his head.
Frankenberry, get a couple shots of him just doing this.
Stay on it, creepy photographer.
You're not being nice to anyone anymore. I mean, everything that you cried about today was people calling you creepy and weird. And you've done it to everyone else.
And why should I? I know how people think of me. I should just answer it all back.
You should march above it.
Ouch, ouch.
It makes you Fez.
Am I bleeding in the back? Because he just really scraped me.
It looks great. You've got your red back.
You're bleeding in the back, but it's your ass, so don't worry.
I'm still, Earl, but you're hurting me.
That's that tricky part, Ronnie, right around the ears.
Yeah.
Sure. Just believe in Earl.
Ooh, look at the blood on that razor.
You look like a third grader where the whole class shaves down because one kid has cancer, so everybody wants to go along with it. Maybe you'll make it on Live at 5.
Do that trick you do with the spoons now, where you make them all magnetized.
Ow. Earl, a little gentler, please. I've always had very sensitive skin and
no,
all parts of my body.
Is that true, Rashi?
My scalp, my shins,
your fucking balls.
Keep really still.
I'll have trouble being shaved.
Ow, ow. Yeah.
There's no real
skull,
smooth part of the scalp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all bumps.
Yeah.
Like shaving the moon. Look at him.
This part hurts a lot.
Louder feels good.
No, it hurts.
Why don't you squirt a couple out for us then, you big puss?
Did he put shaving cream on my head?
Yes. Nice dry shave.
Doesn't feel like it.
Don't worry, you get a little cream on the end of it anyway to make you feel better about yourself.
And you get a lollipop that looks just like your head.
Ow, ow.
Wow, is he patchy, Earl?
I didn't nail all the parts.
Fucking hideous. Just fucking hideous. Hey, Wendy. Wendy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Ron and Fez. This is Wendy. Clint's going to kill him. Does he not realize Christmas is 3 weeks away? He's going to ruin every picture.
It's true.
Well, I didn't need the laughter there, but
you're going to destroy Christmas this year.
My mom told me that as well.
Oh, so you told them all that you were shaving your head?
Yeah, my mom's started
well, that's
crying.
Good. At least they know.
Yeah, but she started crying. She said she's going to cry when she sees me, too.
Make her feel better and show her the whack bag tattoo. Hey, Mom, forget it. At least I grow it back. Not like this whack bag tattoo I got on my arm. You would think that the whack bag guys would like him for being the only one to get tattooed like that.
Are you cutting me?
And yet just the opposite. More hate focused his way.
Why is that, Dave?
Because they're jealous. Because they're jealous.
Look at him. Look at him, Ronnie. They're jealous of that guy.
They're jealous of the power of FBA. Of the strength of FBA.
We're all a little jealous of Peanut Head. Who wouldn't be? Maybe the best-looking guy in the cancer ward. We only got about 5 minutes left in the show, Earl. You going to be able to pull this off?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to, I think it's about as close to without slicing them up like a cantaloupe.
Nice.
Anymore.
Yeah. So, we're going to do that, and then we'll just apply some powder and some other things to, make sure he doesn't crater.
Oh, so that's always a problem, huh?
Oh, yeah. A nice rash will break out unless Earl does his, post-shave, stuff.
Oh, it doesn't go away either. That's why you really got to be careful with it.
It stays that way.
What does that mean, crater? Like my head's not gonna cave in.
Maybe. Maybe it will, Dave.
No one ever said anything about head cave in.
Well, we didn't want to alarm you, but these things do happen.
Yeah, but if you guys knew about that, you could have told me beforehand.
I didn't want you to panic.
Well, it's too late for that.
All right, easy. He'll cut you open, that'll be it.
They will never get that bleeding stopped.
Ow.
Okay.
Wow, do you look like Vincent Price's egghead?
You honestly look like you should be going to a soccer game in Scotland right now and fucking hitting somebody in the nose with your head. You're a hooligan.
Ouch. Yeah, well, I feel like one, Mr. B. I'm a rowdy kind of guy.
Sure you are.
I could fit right in with those crowds.
Why wouldn't you? Now, what's he need? A little cream? And I want you to try this, too, because a friend of mine does this in Florida. You got to throw a little hot sauce on to make sure that the whole thing tightens up.
Okay.
Now, what they do there, the guy learned, you get the hot sauce from Hooters, you put it up, and it's almost like an aftershave.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
It's the whole head going properly. So do you have some for him, Earl?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got some nice...
And it should give you, like, that nice, refreshing ability to be able to handle it.
All right. I'll try that out. I mean, as long as if it heals and it does the job, I'll do
it's
anything.
going to. Yeah.
Okay. Now, is this it?
No, that's the powder right now.
To make you look paler.
Okay.
Yeah. I like the fact it brings out your raccoon eyes.
I just don't think those comments...
You look so sick right now. Seriously.
I don't feel good.
You don't look good. I got to tell you the truth. You look like you've been suffering quite a while.
Is that powder supposed to...
Yeah, that's your new nickname, Powder.
Oh,
the powder helps, and that Red Hot smells good. This came into us from Buffalo.
From Greg from Buffalo.
Yeah, Greg from Buffalo always sends this stuff.
Right out of the Anchor Bar.
Good smell. Yeah, rub that in good, Earl, and it will give him the ability to tighten up and keep his scalp nice and tight.
Okay.
Nice and strong.
Old home remedy.
Yeah.
Out of Buffalo.
Yeah.
Smells okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I like barbecue food.
Sure you do. You got to just slop it in there, Earl. Get it on quick, yeah. Get it on fast. That's it. Not a lot of time left in the show tonight. Pour the whole thing on. Pour the whole thing on, Earl. Just pour the shot down. There you go.
Ooh.
Very nice.
That tingles a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to tingle.
That hurts.
Yeah.
Stings.
Yeah, it's going to.
Ow.
Yeah.
Stings a little bit, though.
What part stings? The hot sauce?
The hot sauce stings.
Yeah.
Now, you're sure about this?
Yeah.
Nice color back to your scalp, though.
All right. Yeah. It's starting to feel like spikes. Starting to go a little bit more.
Hold on to it, big man.
No, it's starting to sting a little bit.
Just think of it as hot sauce.
It's starting to sting. Ouch. Ow. 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 Fuck. Ow! No! Get this fucking shit off me!
You want to water?
Shove her!
Get off me! What the fuck? Get off my head!
You got some hot sauce in.
Is this still hot sauce you put on me? Ouch! No! Give me some fucking water!
Here.
Help!
I got water. Look.
No, help! Give it to me! Give it to me! Don't drink it!
Refreshing.
Don't drink it, Mr. B! Help!
Give
me
some
the
water.
fucking water right now!
With the water!
Fuck!
You're ruining a nice haircut.
I don't make a fucking mess out of this place. Calm down. Calm down.
It's fucking burns bad.
What is it?
Bad. The fucking hot sauce is burning me.
You need more hot sauce.
No, I don't need more hot sauce. Help!
He's not done yet.
Someone help me.
No, you're getting the water all over the floor.
Someone help! Oh!
Get us the hot sauce. You fucking ruined everything.
Help!
You had a nice free haircut.
Earl's a professional.
That's the end of my show. Donk.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley, The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.